I should have had it say final episode, but I
Yeah.
didn't.
Who cares?
Actually, I should have said 16 or final episode. Anyway,
Wait, did you not change the text?
no, I forgot. Because we scrapping the whole idea.
Oh, yeah. Well, hello, everyone. I'm Mello,
And I'm Mo.
and welcome to the final episode of the Press Start podcast. The reason it's the final episode is because from day one, we've had a problem of everyone else having the same name
Yeah, that's
as us, so we've decided to get a different name. We've already got the YouTube channel and Facebook page changed, so the new name is SideQuest. And the reason we came up with this, if I can fix this goddamn camera, Mo, you want to fix me real quick?
how do I fix you, mate?
It's on your end.
What's wrong with it?
I'm way off to the side. Anyway,
Oh, you are.
when we've told friends and family about our show, they've typed in Press Start Podcast, and there's about 600,000 other Press Start podcasts. So I got in contact with a big YouTuber. He's got about 480,000 subscribers, and he kind of helped us out with the name change and all that. What we should use and all that. So we came up with the name SideQuest. We tried to think of something video game themed and all that. And as Mo put it a week ago, he said it reminds him of an actual side quest, like the same with the video game news. 1 week, just like a side quest, it can be very fruitful and very entertaining. And maybe next week or a different side quest, it's just a waste of time. And so our goal is to make sure it's not a waste of time.
Melly, you are way off to the side,
Yeah, I know.
but it's not.
I don't
Can you
understand that.
Zoom your camera out. There you go. Zoom your camera out.
All the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're there. You're good. You're fine.
Okay. As long as I'm centered, I don't care.
Oh, you're centered to the. You're fine. You're good.
Oh, I'm fine.
You're fine.
Okay. All right. So anyway, for gaming news this week, also I will go ahead and post the link to the show in the chat box. The Facebook page and the YouTube channel. You don't have to subscribe to anything else. It's all good to go.
No, I didn't actually, Derek. It's copyright free music I found, but there are some songs that I've made like that roll through the playlist.
So anyway, the biggest news obviously this week is the Nintendo Switches came out.
Yes, it has.
And Legend of Zelda came out. There's been some bugs and not bugs, just stuff with other games. Not with Breath of the Wild. Although there is a huge issue with Breath of the Wild that I'm going to talk about, and Mo's going to defend to the end.
Probably.
But anyway, let's get on to some of the news, the articles. Okay, so video game releases for March 2017. Pretty much just going to really call out the bigger ones, I guess, because like we have a list of small Nintendo Switch third-party IPs, which really isn't too much to write home about. But anyway, March 7th we got Lego Worlds leaving early access and coming on to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Has always been on PC. I have it. It's pretty fun. Haven't played it in quite a while though. Not gonna lie. Also for March 7th is Nier Automata. I have no idea what it is. And Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, which I am not getting. For March 14th we have Dank. I don't know how to
Just look at that news post.
fucking I can't. Danganronpa 1 and 2. It's I don't know. It's a PS Vita game of some kind. I don't know. It's something about a gruesome murder mystery. Who cares? I'm not getting it. March 21st is Mass Effect Andromeda, and also on the 21st is Mario Sports Superstars
On the 3DS.
Nintendo 3DS. I mean, why not make it for the Nintendo Switch to have in our launch title? I will never know. March 28th is Dark Souls 3's final content, which is the Ringed City.
I love the image they use there.
And Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 2.5 remix.
Let me stop you there.
What?
Stop. Square. Stop. Square
What?
Enix. Just stop. Stop. Okay?
Yeah, I know.
Stop.
Like,
We're
how
done.
many fucking games do we have to have? Like, the Final Mix, I kind of understand.
It's fun. It was on the PS3. Now we're getting Final Mix HD. We're getting 1.5 and 2.5 plus. Wait, no.
No,
HD.
plus 2.5.
HD. Okay. HD. We already got that. Why are we getting it again on the PS4?
That way you can play it on the PS4.
I mean, is it the same thing? Just
It's the same goddamn
just
thing.
ported over from the PS3
Yep.
to the PS4?
Yep.
Are they releasing it online, or are they doing like a whole? We're gonna have discs.
There's a disc to it.
Stop.
Stop.
Stop. Go on.
Go on. Okay. MLB The Show 17.
Got him.
I
So
don't
excited
know.
for MLB The Show, dude.
Actually,
great.
it's actually I think the only Major League Baseball video game that's actually surviving.
It is.
Okay, well, I mean, you gotta give a little bit of credit there. And then Strafe, which is a indie game. It's kind of like a roguelike game, I think. I can't remember. I remember seeing it last year's, not E3, but I think not Comic-Con. Fuck, where did I see PAX, I think. PAX.
That looks pretty interesting, actually.
It did look fun.
Unabashedly straightforward shooting game, right out of 1998.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So those are the big releases. Besides, everybody already knows about the Switch. We did it a day after release.
Yeah.
The
Now,
show, right?
This next article I had no idea about.
Okay, so huge For Honor patch buffs these fighters. So let's see here. Okay, buffs the feats of the Shugoki, the Orochi, and Berserker, the Valkyrie, and Berserker Warlord, and Valkyrie. Okay, why did it repeat itself? Anyway, they've pretty much fixed a lot of things, rebalanced stuff. They haven't rebalanced the Lawbringer. If you get somebody who knows how to play Lawbringer, the Lawbringer will win 1v1s every day of the fucking week.
Yeah, probably.
There's no probably, dude. Always got he's so controlly, and I love him, but I'm still not good with him.
Additionally, bots joining an in-game. That's my Moogle. I'm sorry. We'll be dead into the. Okay, so where the bots join in and duel or brawl, they won't just like spawn in. They'll actually be dead until the next round, so they won't get to participate in that round, which is good because if somebody dies and rage quits, they will be replaced by a bot that is alive and well, which just complicates the whole fucking situation.
Yeah. They've also nerfed the Peacekeeper, or changed the Peacekeeper bleeding damage. Now, bleeding damage is something that's really handy in For Honor.
Absolutely, it is. As a Nobushi main.
Yeah, but they've just changed a lot of things. So I think if you have it and you go back to it right now, it'll probably play quite differently than what it was. So yeah, that's really about it.
Alrighty, moving on.
Okay, Pokemon Go's past the 650 million downloads.
Surprise, surprise.
And probably nobody's still playing
No,
it.
hang on. Actually, some people from work that I work with were playing Pokemon Go when it came out, and they stopped. They went on a hiatus. And when the update came out, I seen a bunch of people playing Pokemon Go again. A lot of people.
Then what's going to happen is they're going to get tired of the Gen 2 Pokemon that are out now.
And they'll buy a bunch of Pokeballs while they're catching the Gen 2 Pokemon, and then when Niantic releases Gen 3, they're going to do the same thing again and rake in cash.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, it's pretty much Pokemon Go's at the point where WoW is, where people are only going to play when the new content comes out, because there's nothing else to do.
And that's all there is to really say about that.
Yep. That's really it. Pokemon Go is just kind of just dead now.
Here you go, Mello. Talk about
Okay,
it.
new Hearthstone expansion announced, Journey to Ungoro. Okay, it's announced it's coming early April. They're going to start revealing cards on March 17th. Pretty much, this expansion will bring a lot of dinosaurs. It brings 2 new mechanics, the quest card and the adapt mechanic for creatures. They're rotating out the last 3 sets, or no, the earliest 3 sets of this year, which were... Fuck, where were they? Black Rock Mountain, the Grand Tournament, and League of Explorers. Now, the fun thing about Hearthstone is once these sets rotate out, the game will change.
Completely.
Like, yeah. Yeah, because there's a lot of these cards that are almost in almost every deck. And now, since they're rotating out into Wild, people are going to have to find replacements for them. And if you're play Hearthstone, you can pre-purchase 50 packs for $50, which is a deal.
Is that a good deal?
Yeah, because usually you have to pay. You pay $20 for 15 packs.
I find it difficult to justify spending money on a game after I purchased it, but Hearthstone
It's a free to play
exactly-
game.
that's
Yeah,
how
plus
it-
like technically all card games are free to play. You just have to buy the packs.
Man, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Okay, tell me a card game that you have to that doesn't involve buying packs that you can play for free right from the get
Well,
go.
when I'm playing like say Magic, I don't like put money down the table. Say, all right, guys, we gotta pay $5 to the gods to allow us to play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you do buy. It's a card game. You buy the packs regardless. Now, there's no way to actually buy this with in-game gold, but you can save up 5,000 gold and buy 50 packs. You know.
Nintendo Switch projected to sell 5 million units in 2017.
Okay, that's if Nintendo produces that many.
Well, from what I've seen, they still had units. They still have units at Walmart, I believe. And GameStop,
Actually, the
GameStop
second
was entirely out.
No, Walmart sold out shortly.
Okay, because I went to GameStop today and picked up this bad boy.
Yeah. But anyway, Nintendo. Like, I don't understand why Nintendo. Also on Amazon, if you pre-order from Amazon, I apologize.
Yeah.
But apparently, you're not going to get your Switch for quite a while because a lot of people pre-ordered theirs and they're not getting theirs on launch day.
Really?
Really?
That's fucking.
And we get card cosmetics and emotes. Oh my god. They do have their own version of foil cards, which are golden cards, and those cards are animated, which are pretty
Really?
nice.
And how much of those run, or are they just super rare?
No, you just get them out of a pack and you can
Okay.
craft them out of dust.
Oh, cool. So how many units has Nintendo Switch sold so far?
I do not know, but they produced 1.5 million units or 2 million units, I think. Yeah, they shipped 2 million units worldwide to retailers in March. It will, so that's going to be 2 million retailers or 2 million units this month.
It'll sell 5. I feel like it will. We'll talk about that in a minute.
If they keep producing them, I don't know why they're taking. I mean, like,
I don't think Nintendo expected this to happen. I think they were like,
what do you mean you don't expect Nintendo?
Well, I mean, like,
What do
Nintendo.
you mean?
I think they're playing based on like their approach now is like, we've seen what happened with the Wii U. This is a new concept. We gotta see if it's hit or miss. It's pretty hit, right?
What do you mean if it's hit or miss,
Man, this was sketchy.
No, okay, yeah, from the trailer you saw, you thought it was
Having
sketchy.
people walk around with one of these is sketchy. Okay, it's a sketchy commitment to see if people really want to buy this thing, right?
Nobody is going to buy a Nintendo console.
Well, not that, dude. I mean, after what happened with the Wii U is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I think with it having a different name than the Wii,
Good.
it's a good thing. That negative association is gone. And so maybe like I'm willing to bet that people still don't know the Wii exists, the Wii U exists.
There's
And like,
probably some people.
the Nintendo Switch, the newest console from Nintendo. That's not the Wii. You get what I'm saying?
And if
If
so,
I-
that's good because that just deletes that part of history from, you know.
I mean, essentially.
We're moving on. There's a new Avatar coming from the Division dev. Described as cutting edge
So what you're telling me, it's going to be really boring
and long.
and just stupid. Like, I mean, like, isn't the second movie coming out? Isn't that a thing?
Yeah, I believe I heard something about that. Can anybody confirm that? And
I mean, like,
apparently the
I think
Switch is
it's been
sold out
the
all
works
over the
for-
world. So
Yeah, it's sold out all over the world for sure. I mean, I just put this in here just to get your opinion. Like the Division was a failure. Okay.
yeah, wow. I mean,
So to me, one, this is a video game movie.
yeah, those never do well.
Yeah. So and two, it's from the Division dev, which doesn't really bode well at
This
all.
guy's got his work cut out for him, doesn't he?
Yeah, for real.
So I'm going to go ahead and call it. This game's going to do awful. It's probably not going to be very good. Done and
Yeah.
done. Probably.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, hold on, Mo. What's one good video game movie or video game?
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Well,
Fuck
shit.
with me. Fuck with me.
Name another one that's not from the Star Wars franchise.
A Bug's Life on the N64.
No.
I'm telling you, it's good. I got it, bro. The Harry Potter games did alright back in the day on the PlayStation.
I don't think they did. The Lego games do, but those are the Lego games. Come on, I know there's one. I can't think of it.
I don't have anything, dude. Does anybody know of any good video game
Or movie, video games,
movie
whatever.
video games? Video games based off of movies.
Yeah.
No. Hell. Fucking no. Okay, well. Yeah, I can't think of a single one aside from one.
God damn it! I know there's one.
You need to calm down, Mello.
Fuck. Oh well. Anyway, next article: Mass Effect Andromeda images and details revealed. Okay, so, like, they call this images and details, which
There's a character selection.
yeah, but the thing to note here is that the characters are of different races and stuff, which is really nothing to write home about considering this was in Mass Effect 3.
Really?
Yeah, like you could this is only multiplayer though. This isn't like single player. So I don't really. I mean, I guess they're just scooping the bottom of the barrel with this one, honestly.
On the second day of MPmas, the MP dev gave to you.
Oh my
they're
god.
scraping the bottom of it, I suppose. I
Yeah.
mean, why wouldn't there be a multiplayer?
Also, when you wonder why I only get GameSpot articles, I literally spent 10 minutes looking through IGN articles, and they were all that, just bottom of the barrel shit.
That's IGN for you. Distorted Harry Potter theme. PlayStation 1 Harry Potter, just look at Hagrid's face.
Oh, did you get what we've been playing ready?
No, we're gonna skip over it.
We're gonna skip. What do you mean we're gonna skip over it?
Well, I mean, I didn't get it ready because we didn't talk about it, and I was late because I went and got coffee.
God
So
damn.
when I say we're going to skip over it, what I mean to say is we're going to talk about what we've been playing.
I mean, unless you can hurry up and fix it really quick.
Oh, there's no
without
way.
people-
There's no way without stopping the stream.
Oh, okay, well, never mind then. Okay, so next article. See, creepy new State of Decay 2 concept art. Did you ever play State of Decay?
Yeah, I did briefly on the Xbox 360.
Okay,
actually.
so State of Decay, it was okay. It's not something I'm going to like buy number 2.
It was interesting because it was at a time when we had very few of those types of games. I feel. I
Yeah.
mean, it was during the explosion of.
Not to mention the controllers suck, or the controls suck.
Yeah, it did.
But
Suck.
one of the coolest features about it is that if you play a certain character and you go out and die, you know, you have to play as a different character with different stats
and
entirely.
you can go retrieve your gear, can you not?
Yeah, you
so
can.
basically, zombie you.
Almost. I haven't played Zombie.
Yeah,
don't
you
think-
have.
Yeah,
Had to. Ellie, you played it with me at least once.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it was when the Wii U first came out, man.
I can't remember, Mo. Anyway, State of Decay 2, it's just one of those things.
So, State of Decay 2 is a thing. It's announced at
And-
E3 2016 for Xbox One and PC. It's a
And
four-player co-op.
probably all the fans of State of Decay are going to play it and then be like, oh, this is why State of Decay 1 was okay.
They said all we've heard about State of Decay 2 so far is that the world will be substantially larger than the first game, and that it will.
That's not really a good thing
It will
because,
allow
like,
co-op players to split up, which is kind of cool.
okay, here's the thing though, is that
Hang on, before you go on, I want to say there's a surprising lack of zombie video games where it's open world, and it's more than 2 players, and it's not early access. Hang on, now that face can go away. It'll just dissipate when I tell you. When I add this in, no, that's not in early access. There is a surprising lack of good games like that.
yeah,
Surprising
but
lack of-
State of Decay doesn't meet that
No,
good bracket. It doesn't meet that check.
We don't know that yet, but what I'm saying is there's a surprising lack of games like that with polish. Because there are no games like that with polish.
State of Decay didn't have polish. You
It
know, you
didn't,
wanna know?
but I'm saying they have a chance
Oh my god, no. They have a chance, sure. They have a chance.
to make the best survival zombie crafting game ever made. Alright, I'm done.
Just stop.
After
Okay.
the recent patch, Overwatch's Bastion is already changing again. How fucking... Every time, every show we do, every single show we do, there is an Overwatch patch coming out.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the problem with Bastion, and the problem is Bastion himself, and the problem is because with Bastion, you have to stay, for you to be a turret, you have to stay stationary, okay? And it's either make that turret not do much damage or make it do a little too much damage. And that's really the problem within Bastion. Because either way, it's either nobody's going to play him or he's meta-defining. You get what I'm saying?
So what exactly changed? I remember reading the patch notes for this change. So what are they changing now?
Let's see here. Fuck, I forgot. We read the patch notes a show or so ago. I'm not gonna fucking
Bastion
fetch
received
him.
no attention from post-launch updates to Overwatch 4 now. He went from being a reviled character to a large.
Also, if he's Ana boosted, I think I've already told you, he's well, he is indestructible. He is indestructible with an Ana boost. Well, the Ana, ulti.
Yeah.
That's really it. They're going to probably nerf him somehow or another. I'm not really sure.
Kaplan noted that any change, regardless of what it is likely to cause at least some negative feedback. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter what they do. The Blizzard community is going to be in an uproar about it, it seems. The Overwatch community in general.
Yeah, because like I said, he can be an OP character when he's balanced. There is no balancing Bastion. There is no balancing him
At all.
No, because I think they should leave his damage ridiculously high, because the trade-off is that you're not moving.
Right.
But then again, you have people like Reinhardt who can put a fucking shield in front of him, and so it's not Bastion that has to be balanced. I think it's characters around Bastion that must be balanced.
Ana being one of them.
Yeah, they
Ana.
need to change her boost on Bastion because to affect that for sure. The Reinhardt shield, maybe, I don't know.
Anyway,
the Reinhardt shield doesn't need nerfed. It's fine the way it is.
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment.
All it takes is a Bastion, and that shield's done for. You know.
The problem herein is that it's the Overwatch community.
Yeah, and they like to cry about everything.
Moving
Okay,
on.
Xbox boss confirms no new Halo FPS this year. Teases Project Scorpio graphics.
Hang on, that's good that there's no new Halo FPS this year.
Like it was good that there was no Assassin's Creed in 2016.
Which means that there's a development cycle.
Yeah.
As opposed to.
Yeah. But do you think they're probably, what do you think they're doing since there's no Halo this year? Also, for those of you who don't know, this year on September 7th, I think, will mark Halo 3's 10-year anniversary, which is actually surprising because you'd think they'd do a Halo 3 anniversary edition.
And they're not going to.
But seeing as how the Master Chief Collection failed miserably, maybe that's why.
Smitty says Project Scorpio's graphics, not 4K, lots of drops, no visible improvements from graphics at 1080p. PS Pro, PS4 Pro Xbox Edition.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have my qualms with the concept of a PS4 Pro and an Xbox One Scorpio, as they're calling it right now. I don't see what the fucking point is.
Well, I think what they're doing is they're just shifting on to no, I just realized something, Mo.
What's that?
Since we're not getting a Halo this year for the regular, is the Scorpio out?
No.
Okay,
No.
so you know what this tells me, Mo?
Are they probably going to withhold it and launch it with a new console next year?
No, partially, but what this tells me is that they're not developing it for the regular Xbox One, that they're only going to develop it for the Scorpio.
Well, I mean, they have to take into account the Xbox One.
Yeah, but Mo, think, why would they, part of me just says that.
Well, I mean, yeah, but if you play it on Xbox One, it might be crippled, but I don't see how, considering there's no real visible upgrade between the two.
I mean, we'll see. We will see.
Yeah, I suppose we will, but it's not.
But I mean, that's kind of something I'm.
Hang on, did you see that meme I shared to the page? We was talking about review scores.
Yeah.
There's like all the wonderful games coming out in March. It's like PlayStation 4, Horizon Zero Dawn, Nintendo Switch, Zelda Breath of the Wild, and it's like Xbox One, Netflix.
Yeah, really.
That's pretty much all they got going
Speaking
right now.
of Netflix, Xbox gets a Netflix-like program.
Which is going to cut out all that tunnel traffic they're having to deal with and probably pay for.
Okay, so Xbox Game Pass, if you don't know what it is, It is a pretty much a Netflix subscription type deal. Like, you don't need Xbox Live Gold to get this. You can just pay for it straight out. And you get pretty much games streamed to you, and you can play them, as you would any other game. It's priced at $10 a month too.
That's not bad. Is it an unlimited amount of games, or is it like?
There are 10 confirmed titles, so I think maybe where it's brand new, they probably just discovered the technology, put 10 games on it, and just tried to start selling it.
Probably.
But I don't know if it's going to be like Netflix, as to where they have to remove and add titles every month or so.
There'll be Xbox One titles. There'll be more than 100 games in the Xbox Game Pass library, spread across Xbox One titles and Xbox 360 games that play on the new console through backwards compatibility. There are more than 10 confirmed titles already, including Halo 5, Fable 3, and Payday 2. You can see all the confirmed games so far here. Not worried about that. The announcement of Xbox Game Pass wasn't well received by everyone, it seems, as GameStop's stock value took a dramatic hit after the reveal.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you this, Mo. Do you think GameStop's viable anymore?
I
was in there for the Switch launch, and all I see is like merchandise, Funko Pop figures, and just random shit.
Like, I walked in there today when I bought this case, and I was looking at... We were at the counter, and Kim was like, "Hey, honey, here's a shirt." And I turned around and I thought to myself, remember when GameStop sold games? Those bins that used to be full of all those used games are now full of, like, t-shirts and merchandise. And I feel like they're making a large chunk of their money on merchandise now.
They are, but, like, they're not going to make any money off of anything else.
And yes, Smitty, I think this is a decent model for Nintendo's eShop service, but it's confirmed, I believe, that they're going to give us a retro game every month for free.
So yeah, but you have to play it within that month.
Yes, you do.
Now,
but that would be cool to have like be able to go back from the GameCube era backwards, like almost all the way back.
God, I'd love to play GameCube games on the Switch
and have, like, you know what I'm saying, you have this many and you can pay this much extra perhaps for their service.
As long as they keep selling those Minecraft cards.
Yeah. I fucking hate Minecraft.
I know.
I just had to get that out there. Actually, I like it sometimes. I like it once every, like, 4 months or so.
You like it?
No, I don't. I'm not 5. I'm 24. Minecraft's okay.
Minecraft's okay.
It's so mediocre. It's okay, but GameStop.
Like, do you think if Minecraft never existed, do you think the
no? I already know what you're gonna say.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. It wouldn't have happened. GameStop is still important to Microsoft. We'll sell Xbox Game Pass memberships.
Okay.
So this directly contradicts what we just talked about.
I know, that's why. And the next article after that.
So now they're like, well, our stock's taking a drop. So we'll just sell what Xbox is selling, what Microsoft is selling, at the same time they're selling it.
Yep.
What the
fuck?
So
this is GameStop's attempt, I guess, just to
at not dying.
I mean, like, in all honesty,
they've been going downhill for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, for a very long time. They're going to continue going downhill too, because, like, let's be honest, like, at what point is it going to be where hard drives are like 120 some terabytes large, and you can just download every fucking game you want, or stream it? Streaming
it would be a viable option, but
you get what I'm saying, though.
But streaming it brings about latency and quality and reliability. You know,
but the thing
server's down, I'm paying for a service, can't play my games. What the fuck?
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter in the end, because would you rather go to a GameStop, pay $40 for a used game, and then fucking not play it ever again, or just play $10 for a month, play any amount of games you want,
and just not pay it next month and be done with it for a while?
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool. But I mean, the fact that GameStop is selling this is basically them shooting themselves in the foot every time you buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go in there, spend $10 on that. You're not going back there for a month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, pop me in the dome piece on the way out, please.
So I was going to ask you, what business decisions should GameStop make to keep itself afloat?
I suppose when I say this, I'm speaking from the perspective of a local GameStop, which majority of the audience right now can. First of all, give us back EB games and go away. Second of all, stop dicking the customers.
Yeah.
Be more reliable, I suppose. Have a
Reliable, how so?
I mean, they did have to give back a whole bunch of pre-orders, and this isn't the first time.
That was the company itself.
Yeah, but this is not the first time it shit's happened by any stretch. Just when I walk into a GameStop,
the Circle of Life program.
What are you talking about?
Did we not cover the Circle of Life program?
Explain.
Okay, the Circle of Life program is a program that GameStop employees are encouraged to do. And what some GameStop stores will do is open brand new games and sell them as used copies. And also what they'll do is they'll keep new games off the floor and put used copies out on the floor.
Before they put the new ones out?
Yeah, before they put the new ones out. And say if you go up there and say, hey, I want a copy of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, they'll go to the back and say, oh no, we don't have any new copies of it, but we got some used copies instead. We never covered that. I thought we did.
And that's kind of a good thing, right? No? Yes?
For them, not for the customer.
Lying to the customer to make more money. I don't know. Like, when I walk into a GameStop, I don't get a relaxed vibe at all. Like, any GameStop in the world.
It feels like a car dealership where they're just trying to sell you something.
And, like, their eyes are on you the whole time. And especially in a local GameStop, it's such a small place. And I'm just over there, like, looking at stuff. And, like, you have three guys.
Now, when your friends work there, somebody you know, it's all good.
Yeah, but, like, you're in there, people you don't know. And it's cool until they make small talk, and then it's all good. I had that experience today, a small talk experience, because I was looking at Switch stuff. Dude talking about Zelda, it was all good. But any other time, it's like all their eyes are on you, and they're waiting for you to get 10 feet from the counter so they can start selling you shit.
Yep.
And I don't like that.
And they always ask, is there anything you'd like to I went there, I pre-ordered my Switch and Zelda. It was like, is there anything else you'd like to okay, here's how I went up to the counter. I went up to him, I said, I want to pre-order the Switch, I want to pre-order the Legends of Zelda. Okay, did that, got my pre-order in. They look at me and say, is there anything else you want to pre-order? I'm like, no, I told you what I wanted to fucking pre-order. Stop asking.
Now, when I got to the counter, they didn't ask me if I wanted to pre-order anything. But when I walked in, I was looking at the Switch games. And they're like, there's a lot of good games that we can pre-order for that. There's Super Mario Odyssey coming out, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And I thought to myself, that's kind of a fucking rip.
Yeah.
But they didn't ask me when I got to the counter. They just kind of passively said it, which is cool. It'd be nice if they did that more often instead of waiting until you get to the counter and just sucking you up to the fucking sign here, sign here, sign here. Here's your magazine, your membership card, your second membership card, the keys to your new car.
Yeah.
All right, but let's move on. All Xbox Game Pass titles so far.
Fable 3, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, Halo 5 Guardians, Lego Batman, Mad Max, Mega Man Legacy Collection, NBA 2K16, Payday 2, Saints Row 4, Re-Elected, Soul Calibur 2, and Tekken Tag Tournament 2.
That Mega Man Legacy Collection looks pretty cool.
I mean, that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, everything else. I mean, like, paying $10 a month for a good amount of games, I mean, you can't really complain.
Yeah,
you're pretty much doing the same thing with the Humble Bundle.
I would play Soul Calibur. I would play the Mega Man Collection, and I'd probably play through Halo 5 and Fable 3. As much as I don't want to play Halo 5, I'd play through it to see what it's about. But
that's about it. Also, Halo 5 doesn't have split screen co-op.
I done told you this. I said they fucked up. There's no split screen co-op. There's no split screen. Period. It's gone. Completely dumb from the game.
That is fucking dumb.
And they did that for performance reasons. And I'm like, no. Listen, here's the problem. Back in the day, the original Xbox had Halo 2 split-screen multiplayer and up to 4 players. And that game looked beautiful for its time. You managed to do it then. Yeah. What's stopping you from doing it now? Oh, yeah, you want more God rays, huh?
Yeah, for real.
You're gonna just destroy an entire game. It's a game changer for the Halo series not to have split-screen multiplayer.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
Okay, next article.
Cunning stunts.
What the fuck? That's not what I clicked. Anyway, this is an article pretty much saying that...
I love it when you fuck up and I don't.
That's not oh, wait, no. It's not a mess up. It's not a mess up. Okay, info on the Cunning... this page contains info on the Cunning Stunts update for the GTA Online and Grand Theft Auto 5. Okay, so apparently the Grand Theft Auto makers have realized that people love making ridiculous tracks and racing on them, and they decided to put a whole pack of items and assets in there for you to make.
Yeah, I think I've read about this beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like some straight Hot Wheels shit, dude.
So if you play GTA 5 online, good news. Yeah, it pretty much is straight up Hot Wheels stuff, honestly.
It looks like a Hot Wheels track right here, man. This looks like some shit from Trackmania.
Yeah, for real. And I think like they're doing a good job of keeping the online multiplayer community alive.
They are, and I really did not see that coming. Like, how many
Neither
years
did
ago?
I.
How many years ago did that game release? 2?
2 for PC, 3 or 4 for consoles.
And there's still people playing it actively online.
Yeah, that's crazy. A lot better than the Grand Theft Auto 4 online community. Okay, you having fun there, Mo?
Yeah.
You having fun?
Yeah. I'm about to have a lot of fun.
Okay. Anyway, after the cutting stunts, close that MVC article. Because that's entire video and I didn't know that.
Okay.
Okay, next up is the Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer beta has been canceled.
Why?
I have no idea. Why would you think they would cancel it?
I'm trying to think, man, honestly. Maybe something went horribly wrong. Maybe there's too many betas out right now. Maybe they seen Ubisoft just spamming the beta world, and
Because what it was going to be a tech test, essentially.
maybe something happened in development.
Possibly. Maybe they realized their servers couldn't handle it.
Also, Smitty Soul Calibur 2 is really good, specifically for the GameCube.
But they're still testing it. They're still balancing it, I guess.
And they'd have to be to cancel the entire multiplayer beta.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably a server stress test too, because BioWare's BioWare's never been a multiplayer company if you think about it.
No, they haven't.
So they probably wanted to be really careful about allowing people. They probably need to close the beta first.
Yeah, I'd say. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that coming up soon.
Okay. Anyway, next up is the Humble Arma bundle is now live. Arma, it's a cool game series. I was really wanting Arma 3, but it was like $60 and I never bought it. And now that it's like really cheap, I'm like, nah, I'm going to skip out on it.
I have heard wonderful things about Arma from people who really like tactical shooters.
Yeah.
But I own Arma 1 and 2, I believe. But I've never brought myself to actually sit down and play it.
The thing about Arma is that you're going against AI enemies, which aren't the smartest. But it's more or less, like, I think this is for people who are in the military. Like, Arma to me is, like, people who are in the military and miss it. Because, like, I've watched videos and, like, it's ex-military people most of the time playing the shit out of this game.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt that at all if it had its player base was a massive installation of veterans.
Yeah, I mean, it is. Fuck, I can't remember his name. On YouTube. He's who I watched mainly. But yeah, so if you want to give it a try, $15 for Arma 3 and all the other Armas.
It's worth it if you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah, just go to Humble Bundle. That's all you got to do.
Colorful Wii Oddity, The Blob, coming to PC next month.
Yeah, remember The Blob? I don't,
remember,
because I stopped playing on my Wii like a week after I got it.
I remember hearing about it. It's a platform about, well, a blob.
Okay, so The Blob is a 3D platformer where players maneuver their hero, De Blob, equal parts amorphous blob of paint. Struggling artist, revolutionary, and juvenile delinquent, De Blob's goal is to replace the drab, lifeless gray color that the Inked Corporation has imposed on Chroma City and its inhabitants, the Radiant, with a range of vibrant, life-giving colors, all the while avoiding the battling gray-clad forces of the Inkies. So the idea is you go around and you cover the map in color, pretty much.
Splatoons.
Yeah, except you don't shoot, you cover it with your body, I think.
It seems that way.
So that's where the platforming comes from.
So that's rather interesting. That it's
I mean,
coming to
that's
PC
crazy. So a Wii exclusive is coming to PC.
next month.
Think about that.
That's really old, man. That's a little out of sight and out of mind.
Yeah, a little bit. But I mean, maybe some people will get it. Maybe some people won't.
Get The Witness for $12 on the new Humble monthly bundle. That hurt me.
Okay, so for those of you who really like puzzle games,
I've seen The Witness. I can't do it.
The Witness, there's a puzzle in there that takes an hour to complete.
Yeah.
For 2 hours.
Yeah, and you have to stand still for 2 hours.
There's a guy, I've spoken of him a couple times on the show. His name's Brandon Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
And he completed every puzzle in the game. And he said there, and I watched the video of him doing it. There's a puzzle like where this movie plays for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
and you have to go behind it,
And at the right time, move the little thing.
move the little thing, and wait for the rest of the movie, even past the credits, and then move the thing again to complete the puzzle.
That is recalculous, mate.
That is fucking stupid.
That is fucking stupid.
But any of you who don't have Humble Monthly, I would look into it and probably sign up for it, because I got XCOM 2 this month and a couple of other games
Really?
for $12, and it's still $60 right now. So actually, let me open up Humble Bundle and I'll tell you what I got for this month. If
Chat is dead.
I know, man, they're just sitting back enjoying the show, man.
Either that or playing their Switches.
Probably, yeah, that.
Or Zelda.
Okay, so in March, I got Total War Warhammer, which is a fairly new game. Polybridge. So your Space Run Galaxy. It looks like a little racing game of some kind.
Smitty said, sorry, it is Zelda.
One Piece Pirate Warriors 3, Flat Heroes, Rive, Morph Blade, Ernog. It looks like a little indie game. It looks actually kind of good. And XCOM. Or am I got an XCOM from last month's? Either way, you can get $60 games for $12 a month. You know, albeit it's going to be a couple months late.
Yeah.
But still, you get it.
And it's significantly cheaper.
It's significantly. But yeah. So if you like deals, go to Humble Bundle.
So everybody in chat,
Wii U.
Smitty and Max are both playing Zelda. So they're here. They're here.
Yeah, they're here. They're playing their Switches. How many times have you died, Mo?
In Zelda?
Yeah.
Oh, let me think about that for a minute.
Okay.
I can tell you how I died. And the second one is genius. It's brilliant, okay? So the first time I died, it was to the cold. Because I was trying to run out of the cold area in the Great Plateau.
Yeah.
And I did not make it. I had a quarter heart left. And I shield surfed. And I made it right to the end. The shield broke and I died.
You want to know how I died my first time?
How's that?
The Grand Plateau. I fell in the water.
It's great.
Just died instantly.
I learned that too. But the second time, I was on the hillside and I was fucking with bombs because I seen some ore that I could mine, but I didn't have a weapon on me at the time. So I dropped the bomb and I was far
Max
enough
is
away
only
from
30
it.
minutes in right now.
Man.
Now we're gonna avoid plot.
Yeah,
Period.
we're not talking about plot.
Even though I cried at the Zora's Domain. Are you there yet, Mo?
Yeah, I'm there. It's,
You know what
it's
I'm
beautiful though, isn't it?
It's sad,
It's
but
sad,
it is beautiful.
But like, Zora's Domain is fucking beautiful.
Oh yeah, the domain itself, yeah.
It's beautiful. But the second time I was on top of a hillside and I was mining some ore with bombs and I stood a little too close, and the bomb just knocked Link off not very far and it took like half a heart. And I rolled for a minute, and I kept rolling and rolling and rolling. I rolled off a massive mountain and just died. I got to the bottom, and some moblins were like walking around with their big ass clubs. They were tossing bokoblins at me, dude.
Dude, I gotta, like, in some adventure games, like, mobs are worthless to attack and kill, but they're even more like the value of killing them is so negative. Like, it's better to just avoid them entirely.
In Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
It depends on your situation, because I can take some situations where I had to attack them. His first death is falling off the Temple of Time. The first thing I did was climb the Temple of Time and get that sweet bow.
Yeah, the sweet bow. But yeah. Anyway, let's go on to the next article. You don't auto jump, so I fell in the cold river. Okay, so King of the Kill Dev, I lose sleep over the thought of a bug disrupting a tournament. So King of the Kill is an early access game, I think. Hold on, let me make sure. I'm pretty sure it is. It came from the H1Z1 game, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what we're talking about. He said I lose sleep over it. That's what executive producer Chris Wynn told me at GDC when I asked him.
Yeah. Okay. So my question is, why is there a tournament of an early access game?
I don't know.
Like,
why is there money on the line in an incomplete game?
Why is he losing sleep over a game that's in early access? I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, listen, motherfuckers, this is early access. $300,000 was up for grabs. $300,000. Think about that.
We have all the PCs that we use in our tournament in our office, and we set them up. And when we do, And when we do 2-3 playtests every day, where we get 75 people down there playing a game, we track the bugs, we look at the bugs, we prioritize them to get the one fixed that we can get fixed, and then we try to put safeguards on that. If something happens, we can deal with it, or we have a system in place that can recover.
According to Wynn, the designer of the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so that I was like, I know you don't like early access games, so that's why I brought it up. What do you think about this?
I don't understand why they're having a tournament for an early access game.
Okay. Anything else you want to add to that?
Other than the fact that this is fucking dumb. You know, I'm sorry, it's just fucking dumb. Why would you have a tournament for a game that is incomplete? They're going to have more bug fixes for the game than they are actual fucking content if they're not careful here, you know?
Yeah, I know.
But it's whatever. I don't know how long it's been in early access. I don't know if it's polished in its current state, and they're calling it early access because it's not content complete. It could be well polished, just not content complete.
And not according to this, there was a bug that affected the tournament.
Tofu, dude, I haven't seen you in decades, man. How's it going?
Welcome to the last episode of the Press Start Podcast.
Yeah, hang on. Let me explain. We're going to be at a new URL after this. We're going to be at the Side Quest show. So right there it sits. Go follow that, and you'll check us when we're online.
Yeah, that's where the shows will be from now on.
Yeah. Thank you. How you doing, man? I haven't seen you in forever.
Is that the one guy who followed you?
This is the very first, like, one of the few loyal followers I had back in the day.
I guess, man. Anyway, next article is NZXT giving free Ryzen brackets for all the current Kraken coolers. Now, isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
So if you don't know, the AMD Ryzen came out, and for those people who have water-cooled systems in their PC, certain brackets fit certain CPUs. Well, NZXT handed out people who had already bought the water cooler a free bracket to fit the new
Ryzen AMD CPUs.
Ryzen's.
AMD CPUs.
Yeah. So I mean, that's just like this article here should be like, it should make people like want to buy from NZXT more, to know that you have that security behind you.
NZXT is a very, very good company.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty reliable. I've bought LEDs from NZXT one time when they were there in 2 days. So it's pretty sweet. And that's just my only real experience with them, but that was, enough for me to know. It was there in 2 days, so it was going to be there in 4.
Yeah.
And there's even they even provided tape in the bag and everything, like this double-sided sticky tape.
Yeah. Okay,
like
well.
Extra.
Okay, we done with the boring part of the show.
This isn't the boring part. It's actually my favorite part.
Really, the articles is?
Yeah. Kind of.
Well, kind of.
Okay, so are we going to do games we've been playing right here? That's fine.
Just remove all the cover art, because we already know. Just load up one big picture of Breath of the Wild. If you want, just tell me when you're good to go.
Don't even have to do that, dude.
What do you mean don't even have to do that?
We can just talk about it. Right here we are.
Okay,
this looks like a Royal Rumble showdown right here.
Yeah.
Oh, my mod just fell over and it made a very loud noise. Now I'm gonna
That's
cry.
your fault.
Yeah, it is my fault.
Okay.
All right, so there's only one game that I've been playing. There's only one.
I've been playing 2.
You've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn and Breath of the Wild.
Which is very awesome. It's very awesome. It's you get bang for your buck, that's for sure.
Okay, is it good?
Yeah, it's very good. I enjoy the story.
Okay, good.
There's crafting in it, which is kind of like the crafting from The Last of Us, where you use whatever resources you have.
Yeah.
To make your ammo and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's really about the extent to crafting.
Just ammunition?
Yeah, pretty much. I can't remember right now because I've been playing Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, yeah. So, let me ask you, how are you enjoying Breath of the Wild as your first, deep dive into the Zelda franchise?
I mean, I thought Ocarina of Time was my first deep dive since I beat it and Twilight Princess.
And that's good, but this is a deep dive for all of us, is what I'm saying. How does it fare comparatively to the other two games?
Okay, so it's a lot better. It's got something I like to call Skyrim syndrome, where you see something off in the distance, you set your mind to go do that, and then you get lost doing other shit along the way.
Yeah.
And so that's good for any game to have. There's one thing I really, really, really hate about it, though.
What's that?
Is that it's just so many goddamn mountains everywhere.
That is true. There's a lot of goddamn mountains.
There's no like plains or something. At least like I've explored the entire southern half of the map.
Well, there's plains.
Yeah, but I mean, there's just so many fucking mountains.
But
just so goddamn many.
If you pay attention on the ground around those mountains, there's always a way to circumvent those mountains.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it just takes so long.
It does if you climb it, but you can just go around it.
Still,
Those
just
mountains
too,
though. But
it's
here's the
just too
thing:
much.
is while I'm climbing those mountains, I expect myself to say, "Well, damn, I'm just climbing a mountain." But the other day I was climbing a
Because
mountain.
you're just climbing a mountain.
No. Listen, the other day I was climbing a mountain. And I'm like, God damn it, I'm just climbing another mountain. And then immediately I come to this little cave etched into the side of the mountain with the Lazelfos chilling there and some ore just chilling there and a treasure chest. And I'm like, why would anybody ever come here?
Okay.
And this happened 2 or 3 times after that.
I got a question. Speaking of which, what do you think about the Korok seeds?
There's a lot of them.
There's 900 of them.
Mm-hmm. I have 4.
I have 8. That's retarded.
It's fine to me because
That's retarded.
It's fine to me because it showcases just how fucking big the game is to me.
That's retarded.
That's a lot to do, but
that's fucking retarded.
But if you're going to go through it,
it's fucking retarded.
How is having more to do?
100's fine. 100 is completely fine.
No,
okay?
No.
100 is absolutely fine.
You got to set the bar.
9 goddamn 100 of these little motherfuckers with little challenges. I got to do. Fuck that.
I feel like they did that just for the completionist.
Well, fuck the completionist.
Well, here's the thing, though. Is I feel like over my time...
and here's the thing. You need those motherfuckers, too. You need them.
For what?
To expand your inventory.
Didn't fucking know that.
Yeah, you expand your inventory. How did you not know that?
Because I've only found 4. I've been doing other shit. Like
you find the first one on the way to Kakariko Village. You find 2 of them on the way there.
You're talking
3.
spoilers, Mello. Kakariko confirmed in Hyrule.
Oh my god.
It's been in there since the dawn of time. But it depends. You said you found yours on the way to Kakariko Village. I didn't go the way you went, bro. I went way off when I went to Kakariko Village. You know that bridge that leads to past the Twin Peaks to get to Kakariko?
Yep.
Did you go through Twin Peaks?
Yep.
I climbed the scaffolding around it on the opposite side. I didn't see no Korok, buddy.
Also, there's a shrine on the top of the Dual Peaks, just for those of you wondering.
I haven't been up there yet.
I was walking around and I saw it, and I looked up there, I'm like, God damn it, I gotta climb another fucking mountain.
Don't fuck the completionist. A rhetorical fucking. Now listen, I've almost climbed every tower in the game. I almost have the whole map mapped out. Almost. I have like 3 or 4 provinces I haven't mapped out yet. But the whole southern half of the map and the whole Never Eat Slimy Worms west half of the map is mapped. Have you been to the Gerudo Desert yet?
Yes, I've listen, that dungeon, I've completed the dungeon. I cannot kill the boss, just like the one for the Zoras.
Okay, and here's what you got to do. Are you cooking enough?
No.
Okay, go to Kakariko Village and Hatama, I think the name of it is. Go into the general goods stores and buy all of the truffles. Okay.
Oh yeah, I know what the truffles are.
Increases your heart capacity temporarily, and then go find it's near the Farron Woods. Okay. I know. Okay, it's near the Farron Woods. Actually, it's
that's south.
Yeah, I know. It's near Farron Woods, and that one bit of region that looks like a tropical fucking paradise is beautiful.
Yeah.
And there will be these plants called like might thorns or something. Okay. Those will increase your attack if you cook with it. And there is another one called a steel cap or something that will increase your defense. What you want to do is you want to prioritize the cooking and the buffs you get before you go into combat. Make sure you have enough arrows. God damn it, make sure you have enough arrows.
Okay, one thing that kind of made me mad about playing this game is that you have these recipes that you gotta keep memorized, and nowhere is there a recipe book in the game.
There is not a recipe book in the game.
That they should have added one.
Not because that I know of.
You can go to Inn's general stores and stuff, and you can see recipes on the walls, but you can't. There's no way to actually save them, and that's a waste. That was a waste.
There's that, and I'll tell you why I want to counter that argument. Why I like the fact that it's not just stored. Like all the information isn't available at your fingertips.
It should be though. You have the goddamn Sheikah slate.
You should be. Yeah, I will agree. You have the Sheikah slate, and that information should be stored there. But I don't know if an ancient godlike Hylian device would also be a fucking cookbook, Mela.
Well, you don't think an ancient Hylian device would show you the map of your surrounding areas
Yeah, it would.
or what's in your inventory?
That's the gameplay mechanic. Shut up. Now, what I'm saying is, I kind of like that there's no like cookbook for the reason that I can remember it and it feels more special to me. And this harkens back to when my grandfather played the original Legend of Zelda and drew out a map on notebook paper and like drew out where every secret was and every bush. And it just reminds me of that, where I'm like, this, and this does this. But here's another way to circumvent the whole cookbook thing: is that those ingredients tell you what they'll buff if you cook with them.
Yeah, I know.
You can cook
but
anything.
You can also like cook stuff and fuck it up too.
Yeah,
Get dubious food.
I've yet to get dubious food.
I have.
I have not.
Also, pro tip: cook 5 apples together.
What?
Just do it.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, Derek, I was pretty pissed the other night. Any other Zelda things that we could talk about?
Have you found any of the? I don't know if it's spoiler material. It's really not, considering the game's out and everybody knows this is a staple of Zelda. Have you found any of the Great Fairies yet?
Yeah, I found 2. Found 3. One of them I can't open.
Did you find the one on the Never Eat Slimy one, the eastern side of the map near Kakariko?
Yes.
Okay. What is your most powerful? I'm going to ask you a series of questions. What is your most powerful piece of armor right now?
I don't even remember.
Okay. What about your favorite weapon? What's your favorite weapon type so far?
All of them break. I like. It has to be a small sword because the shield provides so much protection.
It does. It does.
And like you having a halberd or a 2-handed weapon just fucks you over.
I really like spears though. Because Link attacks so fucking fast with those spears, and I can keep him at bay. I like spears.
You say that, you just wait.
Well, I say that, and then I need to use a shield. I quickly put up the spear, and then pull out the shield.
Okay, hold on. Speaking of Gerudo Forest, did you do that one mission where you had to get a certain piece of thing, for the dungeon?
I haven't been to that one yet. I've only been to Zora's Domain.
Okay.
Like, I've only been to that. I've seen Gerudo Valley, but I didn't go over there at all. Like, I've seen the city in the distance, and I said I want to save that for later because that's going to be awesome.
Okay.
Does it look as awesome as I think it does? The city?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, okay. Here's another problem I have with like Legend of Zelda games. They feel empty. Like, but it makes sense in this because like, for as far as we know, this is a downfall timeline, and most people are fucking dead.
I can confirm the timeline right now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to spoil it.
Go ahead and spoil it.
I'm not going to spoil it. Okay, anybody who doesn't want to know what timeline this takes place in, cover your ears immediately. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's in the child timeline because Zelda references, in a cutscene in one of Link's memories, Zelda references whether it be Skyward, Through the Flow of Time, or In the Shadow of Twilight. When she's knighting Link as a champion, she says that. So it's in the child timeline because all those occurrences happened in the child timeline.
Okay.
Twilight.
Okay, give a thumbs up on the camera to let everyone know you're done.
Spoilers over, guys. Spoilers over.
Okay. Okay, so we know what timeline it's in.
Okay. And
So, anyway, the story's really sad. It is sad. It is sad.
it is really sad. The only place I've come across so far with any big story bit would be Zora's Domain, and that part hurt me. Bad.
Yeah, pretty bad.
But I mind you, whenever Zelda got trapped in the crystal thing in Skyward Sword, I totally cried too. I was like, man, why am I doing this right now? I can't control it. But yeah.
Derek's freaking the fuck out. No, we had to give the thumbs up to let you guys know via delay that we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, I think maybe that's enough Legend of Zelda talk. We'll probably talk about more on the post show.
Switching this over into video mode, putting up Watch Together. Please tell me we don't have a huge list of videos.
Like I said, Mo, a lot happened this week.
Okay.
A lot happened. Full screen that shit. Okay, so yeah, we're covering another.
Psychonauts Rhombus of Ruin.
Yes.
The VR experience exclusive to PSVR, at least for right now.
The PSVR
It came out
Psychonauts
on
thing.
Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
What a weird thing. So it's a little side story that takes place between Psychonauts 1 and
Yes.
the now in development Psychonauts 2.
Correct.
So
What did you
Psychonauts
think
2
of
is in
finished
development.
today?
It is.
You kind of. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't spent a lot of time like coalescing my thoughts too.
Okay.
So we're just doing it freestyle.
Really puts the
I should
raw
start
in
watching
Rhombus.
videos
How long did it
beforehand.
take you?
Perhaps you should.
Hour and a half, 2 hours. Maybe?
Okay.
So it's a pretty quick thing.
Mhm.
You messed around with it too.
So it's a quick VR
Yeah,
experience, just showing off pretty much
curious
VR
where I-
shit
Exactly.
that no one cares
Yeah,
about.
what happened after Psychonauts 1? PSVR is still a thing, Smitty says? It is.
Yeah, apparently.
It's fun
Yeah.
to see Psychonauts characters. It's a weird novelty.
Yeah.
It's fun to see. There's a lot of like.
You're busy.
What?
Okay, let's go to the next video. Even though this is shit, my bad. I make mistakes too. I can't always be perfect.
That's 2 you've made today.
Shut your fucking mouth. At
Keep
least,
it count.
at least I would have had what we've been playing ready.
You didn't even tell me what you've been playing.
You know what I've been playing. Okay, so new game. This came out of nowhere.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I remember
it
reading
got
about
leaked
this.
on a UK website, and they just went ahead and put the trailer out.
Bound together in death, crafted the one thing that could challenge Sauron, a ring of power. But power can blind those who seek it. The great deceiver has returned to Middle-earth.
This game, the first one was so good.
build
Yeah, it's
his
pretty good.
armies To rule all. Their corruption will be contained no longer.
That's fun.
The war for Mordor begins.
It does look pretty good.
Yeah, it does look really good. I mean, they're going to obviously have the Nemesis system in this game because that's what
That's a
pretty much
staple.
carried the first one was the Nemesis system that everybody loved. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. I thought it could have been done better. Yes, it's a Shadow of Mordor 2. It's called the War for Mordor, I think.
Yeah, I believe it is too.
The Shadow of War 1 or 2, I can't remember. But this was a really great game. And another thing that got a lot of publicity was the Assassin's Creed 2 developer saying that, like, it stole the assets. Middle-earth Shadow of War, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Gameplay reveal March 8th. That's in 4 days. We'll cover it on the next show for sure.
Yeah, we will. We'll be covering it on the first episode of the Side Quest show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Rated M for mature.
What is this?
Serrano tried to use us.
I don't even know.
Tried to use us to murder
Oh,
civilians.
okay.
Political rivals. Reporters.
Okay, remember that one game,
Serrano killed
Bulletstorm?
reporters.
Yeah.
At least one.
This is
I
the
know
full
of.
clip edition
A guy named
that they're
Novak.
releasing.
Is it a straight up port?
I think it is. Yeah, it's a straight up port.
You've been injured in the attack. I'm gonna help you.
Your drunken thirst for revenge just killed our
Like, the thing was, it wasn't that great of a game.
Gotta get you out of here. Undo some of my mess.
You know?
Max said,
Like,
but there will be no next show. Oh,
I know.
You help us get off world.
Like, I just don't understand, like, why they're re-releasing this game. It wasn't that amazing.
I'm not really sure either.
Like, I guess to do with updated graphics or something? I don't know.
If you know who carried out the hit,
It
tell
still
me
doesn't look
right
like
now.
groundbreaking.
No, it doesn't.
Novak. But you
Looks
know
like it looks like a fucking Marcus Phoenix who had a college phase. The main character does.
Well, the main character looks like all bored who plays Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, he looks like Hugh Jackman.
Oh god,
who are
it
beefed up.
does.
Like really beefed up, like thick.
Like they even like, it's made from the Gears of War developers, but still. Like why would you re-release this game?
Maybe there's another one coming.
Maybe, yeah. That's it. That's really it. There's
Sequel,
another one
just
coming.
to get it back on the shelf, you know. Mad World for the Wii. No, you're not the only one who played it. I played it very briefly.
I didn't play it. And you get the Duke Nukem thing. I don't know what it is, but it comes out April 7th, so if you want to waste your money, go for it.
Yep, it's all you, bub.
It better be like $20.
スイッチと呼ばれる前、一番最初の時ですね。それはやっぱりいろいろなハードチームがこう
Okay,
いう
so
ハ
this
ー
is
ドがあ
how
り
the
ます
Nintendo
こういう
Switch
ハ
was
ードがあります
created.
こういう機能がありますと話を始めたことがスイッチの一番原点だと思ってます。
ソフトウェアの開発者でしかもコンソールなんですが、今回のチームはさまざまな、セクションからチームが若い人たちが集まってきて、その中には、コンソールではなくてその携帯ゲーム機の、デザイナーがいたりとか、さまざまなやはりその、ポテンシャルの違う人たちが集まって、その人たちと、そのミッションの中で会話することで、今まで、別々だったかもしれない考え方を
So it sounds like from what he's saying is that they already knew what they wanted the device to look like,
or at least to function as.
Yeah.
Well,
Mo, actually mute this video on your side and read it aloud because we do have some people who just listen to the show.
Savvy.
Pretty much what they've said so far is that they got a bunch of people together on a team. Some of them were handheld focused, some of them were console focused, and they had to pretty much figure out how to get it to work together. Tell me when you're good to go.
I have to refresh the page.
Okay. Tell me when you want me to move the timestamp.
Go. Said that is how we landed on this transition to Nintendo Switch. We spent quite a long time discussing what a game system should be, as they should.
Yeah.
We had a lot of different hardware proposals and different ideas for game solutions, and showing pictures of the old patents we've seen back in the day when we didn't know what they were, when it was still called the NX.
Yep.
And we mixed and matched those as we started to edit out a few. The basic idea was how to match the lifestyle of our consumers today, which is definitely on the go.
Yeah, for sure.
How to adapt to their needs. I think that was when we started to make the transition from the NX to the Switch. I see it as a... damn. One of the early conversations was which types of functions are necessary for a home console you can take anywhere. Things that would satisfy Nintendo's regular customers. We also challenged ourselves to understand why the Wii hardware had a broad range of people who played it. We looked at what types of features the system would need in order to attract some of the audience back. Some of that, while retaining some of the best features from past Nintendo systems. And that is the Switch we have today. Something else that was important to us was that we didn't just want it to be a home console system that you could take with you. From the beginning, we also felt it was important that the system come with 2 controllers. In the Famicom days, the system had 2 controllers. And it was possible for people to instantly hand a controller to somebody else like this and sit down and play together. The idea of having the 2 controllers connected to a system that you can bring on the go was also one of our early conversations. And we weren't just focused on the hardware either. We were also focused on the colors of the Joy-Con, red and blue, even as we developed 1-2 Switch. We created the Gray Joy-Con to be something that would appeal to a core gamer who was looking for something more sleek. For a long time, Nintendo has put an emphasis on color. Even going back to the Super Famicom controller. We thought having these colored Joy-Con for people who would be interested in 1-2 Switch would be an appealing way to distinguish the gameplay, which is true. We were particularly set on having controllers that could be detached from the system, and yes, we did a lot of experiments and really put a lot of effort into how to separate the controllers from the system. But while it was important to us that 2 people could play together easily, we also wanted to make sure that there was a full-on satisfying single-player experience that wasn't losing anything in the transition. Savvy.
Okay, you can go ahead and turn your sound back on. So, they pretty much, you can see what they were saying. They pretty much wanted to harken back to, like, 1980s almost. Say, hey, we want a console where you can take it anywhere with you. And, like, we just hand someone the controller and get to playing a game. You there?
Yeah, I'm reading chat. But yeah, I got the red and blue Switch Joy-Cons.
I got the grays. Okay, so
Ukulele. This is coming to the Switch too.
Oh, there was another thing you and I are going to talk about post-show.
What's that?
Me and Austin talked about it.
Uh-oh.
Well, more or less, I talked about it, and Austin listened and agreed not to anger me.
I paused it. Okay. I increased the quality to 1080.
Okay.
It's taking a minute to transition over. It's probably where I'm streaming as well.
Yeah. You could probably, honestly, stream from the laptop videos and shit. But anyway, this is one of the levels. Everything looks bright and colorful still, you know? Austin.
I don't know about that.
Well, more or less the third-party thing, which is what I'm going to get to after in post-show.
Ivory Towers.
Yeah. Dude, this game looks so good.
It does look pretty good.
Like, so are you getting this? Probably for the Switch?
Yeah, I will be getting it for the Switch if I get it, period.
I have it on Steam, and I'm really excited to play it. It comes out in April. So how many more levels do you think they're going to show off before like the game actually comes out? Do you think they're going to show off all of them?
I doubt it. I wonder how many levels there are actually.
That is a very good question. And what kind of post-launch support will they be having?
Probably. There will probably be some form of DLC with levels or something.
Hopefully. Unless this game is, you know, fledged out enough as it is.
It might be. It's been in development a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, but then again, it's a third-party developer.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing a damn good job of it.
Yeah, for sure. There's some letters there for some reason.
OBS is having a fit with frame rate.
Yeah.
It's not terrible, but it's clunky.
Let's go to 720 maybe.
It was on 720.
It could be this video because this video is running at 68 frames per second.
That could be it.
Yeah, it's $40 on Steam right now. Which I already got my copy pre-ordered. God, I've got a lot of games pre-ordered.
How are you going to play them all?
I know. Looking like the Zelda towns. Yeah, a little bit. I forgot how long this video was. Oh, almost 10 minutes. How long have we been, like, in the show?
We've been live for 1 hour and 13.
Okay, but we haven't, like, the show hasn't been live for 1 hour and 13.
No. I remember I did cut earlier because of some technical issues. So that number would be like 30 minutes more.
I'll look at it because we gotta at least try to get a 2-hour show.
But if we don't, it's not a terrible deal because we have plenty of time to work on the next on the new show. This game looks pretty. This level looks fast, man.
I know.
Derek said he needs to get Horizon, Neo, the Switch, Splatoon 2, and Zelda.
Yeah. This, like, dude, like,
Shovel Knight.
Start selling your body. Yeah, Shovel Knight. Fucking, sounds like a fucking, like, 90s part. Yo ho ho, Pirate's Life for me. You know, it's weird, like, they're just making spin-offs from Shovel Knight, and they're doing really well.
She's like, I've went on such a grand adventure, I've ended up in the wrong game. Yuka's like, I hate it when that happens.
Haven't gotten used to this bizarre third dimension yet. I love it. Yo, can we get a yo-ho's train in the chat, please? Just fucking spam that shit. Yo-ho's or ho-yos or whatever you want to say. Just one yo or one ho at a time.
A ho, A-H-O.
Oh,
That's beautiful, actually.
yeah, a little bit. Dude, it just looks so good.
I haven't played Shovel Knight either.
Oh, it's so good. Looks like Max is the only one participating.
This is ho,
Uh-oh.
yo, yo,
Uh-oh.
yo, yo, ho.
Uh-oh. It's going.
Ho-yos. Coming to a ho-yos. Coming to a store near you.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. So you get ice powers, too. I like how it changes the secondary colors of Yuka.
Yeah, his I don't want to say quills. It's like his, you know.
I think Austin's probably lost to the ether of Legend of Zelda again.
He is lost to the ether of Hyrule.
He posted that picture of like Hyrule is only for Hylians. That reminded me of Skyrim. I think that's what he's trying
That's
to do.
what he like. Link had the bandana on. He had the axe. He's like, Skyrim's for the Nords.
My dream in life is to become a professional yo-yoer. God.
Listen, I bought a yo-yo from Dollar Tree. Took it out of the package, tried to yo-yo it, and immediately fell into 2 pieces.
Really?
Yeah. Skyrim belongs to the Nords. Yeah, that's what he was parodying when he uploaded that.
I was like, I'm gonna like this, not being that big of a Zelda fan. Try not to look like an idiot.
Ulfric scum for the Emperor.
But one thing I do like about Breath of the Wild is like most games, they just surround themselves in mountains as their game borders.
Yeah.
At one end of the map, it's like a desert, which is really nice.
Yeah.
But then again, there's a bunch of fucking mountains everywhere, and that's kind of aggravating. It's nothing but fucking mountains, mate. Like, Hyrule isn't West Virginia, okay? We got the mountain shit on lock. Ulfric scum for the Emperor. Okay, let's go on to the next video. I'm just really hyped for Yooka-Laylee. Oh wow, what do you know? Would you look at that? One Yooka-Laylee
Rated E10
video
for
to
ages
another
10 and up.
Yooka-Laylee video.
Don't need the mic stand.
Why not?
Kimmy's placing an Amazon order. I fixed mine
Aw, shit.
with some aluminum foil.
So here's the ice level, which
It
looks
looks-
very pretty.
It is really pretty. That's exactly what it's about to say. I like their use of very bright colors in this game. It's kind of like
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild and the use of very bright colors.
Yeah.
Is this video
So-
also 60 FPS?
Yes.
Okay. Because OBS is stuttering.
Well, next show on side quest, try having a capture the video from. No, you have the video capture card for that. Fuck.
What?
Never mind. Never
Did you
mind.
say I would have to have a capture card for that?
Yeah.
I have a capture card.
Okay. Well, I was thinking is like plug in your monitor cable into your capture card and just have your laptop capture the video on your computer. That way, your laptop's not stressing out to render a video and stream at the same time.
Well, this is the desktop I'm streaming on right now.
You can turn it into a truck?
Apparently so.
Oh my god. It's Optimus Prime. Also like when my games has more than brown to be on. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that was a problem back in the Xbox 360 era when it was a big thing. A lot of games had nothing but grays and browns.
Elisif is the rightful heir, yo ho ho yo. Yeah, ice level, like I didn't like the ice level in Twilight Princess.
You didn't?
No. If you guys played Cameo Elements of Power, this looks so much like it.
Platonic.
They said I could be anything, so I became a truck with eyes.
I know.
I like
Since the inception
nuts
of the
and bolts.
Wii, Nintendo has gone down a different design path with its consoles. Rather than wage a war of processing power with Microsoft and Sony, the company sought to fundamentally rethink hardware. The Nintendo Switch continues this out-of-the-box thinking with its hybrid form factor.
Public service
After you-
announcement and warning. For those of you who own a Switch, when you attach these safety handles on them, and you can place them on there backwards by accident. And there's a chance that when you finally get these motherfuckers off there, that you can slice your finger. There have been reports of it. I don't know if it happens when you place them on the controllers correctly,
I think I did it the first time I ever put it on.
but it does happen when you put them on incorrectly and when you take them off. So they can slice your finger, so be careful. And
10
please-
out of 10, too small, Derek says.
Yeah.
I played Snipper Clips with Kimmy, and it felt pretty comfortable, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I might buy that and take the Switch to Olivia's.
I just played the demo. I didn't buy
Oh,
it.
it's a demo.
Yeah, I thought about it, but you know,
You thought about
it's
it.
either
Using it
if
for a
I get
week,
another
I'm glad to say that the-
Switch game, it's either gonna be Snipper Clips or what's the racing game? That looks like F-Zero.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Hardware has a
about.
lot of potential and marks a strong return to form for the company. Like the Wii U gamepad before it, the Switch offers a 6.2-inch touchscreen. With the Joy-Con controllers attached, its 9.4 by 4.1 by 1-inch frame make it significantly smaller than the gamepad. While the dimensions of the display are the same, the Switch's screen look far better. Its bright, glossy 1280 by 720p screen
Fast
certainly
RMX.
isn't the sharpest panel on the market, but it offers a moderate 236.8
Can we
pixel
talk
density.
about the frame rate
Above the
really
touch
quick? Can we
And
do
Zelda?
that?
Yeah, we can talk about the frame rate for a second.
I'm gonna let this run in the
The Switch
background
has
until I
its
get it
power
on a
button,
good
volume
slate.
rocker, exhaust
But
stick, game
why
slot,
is
and
the frame
3.5
rate like
millimeter
okay? For
controller.
one, the
On
frame rate
device, there's a
dips
USB-C
whenever
power
it
On the back of the
saves.
unit, there's a
Okay, that's normal for any game. I'm willing to give it a pass on that.
There's another point where the frame rate will dip if you're coming out of a menu and there's a lot of grass around.
Mm-hmm.
I think what's happening is the game is loading what's forefront after you get out of a menu or after it saves, which is causing it's not the frame rate stuttering, it's the game entirely.
Yeah,
And it's miniature. The game uses double layered VSync, which
is dumb.
to prevent tearing, which would break the immersion. Which I understand why they went with that choice, but there are some frame rate dips, notably in the beginning of the game. After that,
I went to the Temple of Time and had frame rate issues.
I went to the only place I had frame rate issues with was I didn't have a single issue with it until I was running off the Great Plateau and I was going towards the east. And as I headed towards the east, there was a lot of grass, and the frame rate dropped heavy. After I got off there, though, I have experienced maybe 2 or 3 times where I've been like, wow. And I'm coming at this biased heavily towards the Switch and heavily towards Zelda. But there are frame rate issues, but...
I mean, like, pretty bad, too.
They're not god-awful. Like, there's
I
not...
mean, it can be ruining.
It's not...
I mean, it pulls you out of the experience every fucking time.
Yeah, which only happened like 3 or 4 times to me, personally. But, I mean, it does pull you out of the experience. It makes you realize what's going on.
It's just... I don't know. It's one of those things.
It's not game-breaking by any means. It's just that sometimes it happens.
It's really fucking annoying.
But given the nature of what you're looking at, like... Given the nature that this thing right here that's this big is the console, I'm willing to excuse it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm willing to excuse it. Dismiss it entirely.
Of course you are. Anyway.
Kickstand that you can pull out. This also reveals the micro
Also,
SD
the
slot
creator of
underneath.
Minecraft pointed out a design flaw in the Switch.
Who did?
Marcus Pearson, I think his name is.
Yeah, what'd he say?
Okay, you know how the Switch has a kickstand?
Uh-huh.
And the charge port's in the bottom of the Switch?
Yeah, I know. I was trying to use the kickstand and charge at the same time, and I had to lean it up against my monitor.
Yeah.
That is a design flaw.
They could possibly just add like a little kickstand addition that also charges. You get what I'm saying. They could remedy that
like
easily.
An accessory.
Yeah, but that is a design
The
flaw.
kickstand itself only offers one angle, and it also feels a bit flimsy.
It does
I
feel
tested
flimsy.
the
It
neon
does.
red and blue Switch variant, and I have to say that the Joy-Cons look surprisingly bright and charming in person. It's easy to attach the Joy-Cons to the Switch. They generate a very satisfying snap when you slide them in place.
Yes, they do.
Moving them requires a little more care, as you need to press down on a small button on the back of both controllers to release them. The left and right Joy-Cons are somewhat mirrored forms of each other. Both controllers offer face and directional buttons along with a joystick. The sticks themselves are pretty short and can't match the travel distance of Microsoft's solution, but they are much taller than the Nintendo DS's sticks and are serviceable. Whereas the Wii U gamepad looked and felt a bit like a Fisher-Price toy, the Switch feels sturdy overall.
It
This
does
is even more
not
impressive
feel
when you consider
sturdy.
that-
If you drop this motherfucker, it's shattered.
Here's my only qualm with it, okay? My only problem with the actual hardware itself. I'm holding this right now, okay? While I am playing a game using the Joy-Cons and the grip, I can feel the Joy-Cons rocking up and down. And something when shit's
When they're
getting...
docked into the Switch.
Not when they're docked into the Switch, when they're docked into the Joy-Con grip.
Well,
okay?
no, on my Joy-Con grip, they feel fine. They feel secure as fuck.
Like... I can do this right here, and you can hear them.
Yeah.
Doing that number right there, and well, I'm getting like, have you been in a mad panic?
Yeah.
In Zelda yet? And just
Yeah.
no, it's not in there. Oh yeah, it's totally in there. What was I saying? Oh, the dock. Okay. Like sometimes whenever have you been in a mad panic yet when you're first trying to figure out how to switch bows and how to switch arrow types and how to you got to make sure you have your melee weapon out to switch melee weapons.
Yeah.
In a mad panic, I almost thought that I knocked the Joy-Con completely off the rail yesterday. Because the back, I was pressed up on the back and I felt it pop up, which isn't the case. It does it every single time. Like, just listen.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah, and I thought I knocked it off the rail. That's my only real complaint with it. Other than that, I think it feels pretty sturdy. They feel... I think maybe the reason you don't feel the sturdiness of them is because they're so light.
I'm talking about like when they're docked onto the
Switch.
onto the console.
I've never had a problem with it docking to the Switch, so our experience.
He says it feels sturdy, but man, if you drop that, it just ugh.
And at 0.9 pounds with the Joy-Con controllers attached, the Switch is slightly lighter than the gamepad. Having spent several hours playing with the Switch on the go, I can say that it never felt
I wonder how
uncomfortably
many
heavy.
people walked by him and was like trying to steal it.
Well, have you had any playtime with the Switch on the go?
No.
I have.
How is it?
It's pretty good. I laid in bed and played it, which isn't on the go. And me and Kimmy went out. Me and Kimmy went out today, and I took it with me, and it felt pretty good riding in the car playing it. I almost took it in a Hacienda. Kimmy told me to, but I was like, nah, that'd be weird. But it's good. There's no glare on the screen. The battery lasted me like 3 hours before it even started going. I made it back home before it even started going down. I turned the brightness down a little bit, and it lasted significantly longer. But yeah, go on.
The Switch is also more portable than I imagined. With the Joy-Cons
I gotta
attached,
get
the
a
device
carrying
can fit
case.
into large pants pockets, though it will most likely jut out a little. The Switch is ideally suited for backpacks, but on some loose-fitting slacks, you can most likely get away with putting both Joy-Cons into one pocket and the console in the other.
Yep.
When you want to play the Switch on your TV, you'll need to insert it into the included Switch dock. Playing the Switch on the TV, you'll probably want to connect the Joy-Con controllers to the included grip peripheral, which
Also,
feels
did you
surprisingly
buy a micro
comfortable and
SD?
ergonomic. Underneath
No,
the
I
hood,
didn't.
the Switch
I haven't
uses a
played
heavily
it, though.
customized NVIDIA Tegra system on a chip.
The
that's
Pro
based on
controller.
the
I'll
ARM
talk about
instruction
that in the post show.
set. In layman's
Remind me.
terms, that basically means the console
Remind me
uses
about
a souped-up
third-party games in the
tablet
post show.
processor. Because the Switch is based on a
Chat,
mobile
remind us
SoC,
both.
it's not a processing powerhouse. In The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there are jaggies and occasional frame rate dips when the console is docked and rendering the game at 900p. It tends to dip when
Yeah,
there's
I
too much
know.
happening on the screen. Interestingly, I didn't notice the same performance issue when I played Zelda on the go.
Me
This is
either.
not to say that the Switch isn't capable of delivering beautiful graphics. Despite its occasional technical hiccups, Breath of the Wild is a beautiful game with lush colors and expansive vistas. It's far and away the most beautiful game I've ever seen rendered on a mobile processor.
Yeah.
The Switch uses a tiny fan and it's super quiet. It
Oh,
never got
yeah.
obscenely hot either. The Switch's power-efficient design is most likely why its temps are so moderate. The Switch comes with 32 gigabytes of storage. When you factor in operating system overhead, this leaves you with 25.9 gigabytes of usable space. That's not a lot, but the console does support expandable memory via micro SD cards up to 2 terabytes. For its battery, the Switch uses a rechargeable 4,310 mAh lithium-ion cell. This is a pretty big battery and it's more than double the size of an iPhone 7 solution. Nintendo claims that the Switch can last over 6 hours depending on usage. For Zelda, the company says users should expect around 3 hours of battery life. From my testing, this seems pretty accurate. The system sleep mode itself seems to be very power efficient. After a full charge, I took the Switch out of the dock and set it aside for 5 hours. When I woke it up, it still reported
I
100%
played
charge.
The Legend of Zelda today for 5 hours, yesterday for 4 hours, and then again for 5 hours. Not once did my Joy-Cons go below full percentage of battery.
No, dude, I haven't even.
That's insane. First of all, that's crazy.
Yeah. I've not. Oh, since I updated the system too, I had the Joy-Con problem because when I got home, when I opened up the Switch at work, I was fucking stoked. And
why would you do that?
Because I was like just chilling. There was no orders. I was just chilling. You know, I was in the back. You know, I did the first time setup and started Breath of the Wild. That's all I did. And put it back in the box. And played it again when I got off the clock, of course. I did not connect to the internet and update it. And when I got home, I was playing, and I noticed that as I was playing like so, the left Joy-Con thing was happening at the very beginning of the game. So what I did was I closed the game, connected to the internet, updated it, and I have not had that problem since. I know it's a Bluetooth problem, and it is a hardware problem, but they somehow possibly fixed it in that Switch patch.
Possibly.
As it is right now, the operating system is very simple and bare bones. Currently, there is no video player. Nintendo said that video streaming applications are being
That's an ugly me.
That is an ugly me.
At the moment, the OS allows you to do simple things like calibrate your control sticks, test your internet connection, and go into airplane mode. The Nintendo Switch feels like the culmination of years of hardware growing pains from both Nvidia and Nintendo. Unlike the Wii U gamepad, you no longer have to worry about being tethered to your TV. Because the Switch houses all of its processing power in its portable form factor, it truly allows you to carry console power with you wherever you go.
Thank you for
watching,
watching,
perfect,
Tofu.
but it offers multiple ways to play games, all of which are viable. As silly as the commercials may seem, I can definitely see myself bringing the Switch to social gatherings, as much as I can see myself playing Zelda sitting alone in front of my TV. You can find more powerful consoles like the PS4 and Xbox One on sale for cheaper than the $300 Switch, but you're paying for the form factor here. There's something special about being able to play Breath of the Wild on the big screen in the living room, and then continue where you left off outside. Should you make the Switch? The answer should largely depend on whether you think the system's library of games will satisfy your needs. But Nintendo has undoubtedly laid the groundwork for a great gaming device.
So yeah, that's that. That's pretty much the gist on their opinions on the Switch. Now this next video is something you and I talked about last week.
And that would be...
Have you picked up a VR headset yet?
Ah,
well,
damn it.
One of your options just got cheaper.
Really?
I'm Tony, this is a GameSpot news update, and be sure to subscribe to keep up with all the changing costs
Subscribe
of
to
virtual
the
reality.
SideQuest show.
Effective today, the Oculus Rift headset and touch controllers will be bundled together at a lower price of $600. That's what the headset used to cost just by itself. If you already have the headset, you'll be able to grab the controllers for $100. But the bundle will likely be the only option going forward.
I've never seen those
VP of
controllers
Content
before,
Jason
ever.
Rubin talked to GameSpot about this, saying that price is one of two things the company needs to do to push the Rift forward, the other being new content.
Content's a
Oculus has
huge
been
problem in
news
VR.
recently for some pretty heavy legal reasons, but Rubin isn't worried that the lawsuit will affect business. For more VR talk, check out our debut episode of Reboot,
So,
which takes a deep dive into
The Oculus Rift bundle price has dropped to $200. It's
No,
still not worth getting.
It's 600, isn't it?
No, that's not from what the title says.
It's the guy said you can get them both for $600.
Oh well,
that's what the video said.
I guess. Either way, it's still not worth it. It's
No.
still not worth it.
It's still not worth it. No.
Okay.
There's still so much they have to do to VR for it to be worth it.
Yep. Oculus, fuck them up. Let's shit on my wall, please. This is for the new Battlefield DLC.
Allons enfants de la patrie. Aux armes, citoyens.
Max.
What?
With the yo ho ho amazing
Yeah.
fun. Oh yo ho ho bazinga. I should stop at this point. It's funny.
Ils ne passeront pas.
Pretty much, I guess they're going to give us a new map. If you own the season pass, of course. Which that looks like the new, he's wearing a legit suit of armor.
Battlefield 1. Welcome to iLoops. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
They shall not pass.
That's the first name of the first DLC.
Yeah. Pretty, yeah, pretty that. Okay.
Switch offers a
Okay, so this is a video ranking the 28 mini games in 1-2 Switch.
Oh, here we go. All right, go.
Hold up. There we go.
Package of 28 unique minigames. Some a worthy platform for hilarious interaction
That's
between
dumb.
friends, and others not so
Why
much.
would you play
But
that?
fear not. We've taken it upon ourselves to rank the 1-2 Switch games from worst to best, so you don't have to. Creepy and confusing. Baby requires extended periods of silence and extreme patience. If you're looking to sabotage a party, boot up 1-2 Switch and make the guests play Baby. Air Guitar will have you pantomiming aimlessly and reveling in apathy at the unpredictable results. To win Zen, simply place your Joy-Con on the floor and walk away. The introductory movie does little to explain exactly what's
Oh my god, hold on. I gotta rewatch that part.
To win Zen, simply place your Joy-Con on the floor and walk away. The introductory movie does little to explain exactly what Sneaky Dice entails, and once you do figure it out, it's not that interesting anyway. Pound your chest to the beat to entice a female gorilla hiding in a bush. Pick up your Joy-Con as soon as it rings, yelling optional. Attempts at strategy quickly devolve into furious slashing. Wizard is a strictly better version of Sword Fight. Wait for the audio cue, hit the ball, and get an out anyway, because an invisible outfielder caught it. Shave a virtual face. Vibrations on the Joy-Con convey which parts of your face still possess hair. Shake your arm violently, then raise it when the Joy-Con vibrates. It's simple, but also pretty fun. Catch your opponent's sword when they strike, or bop them on the head if it's your turn. Feigning a fake strike is key. Strike a pose and copy your opponents to a catchy jingle.
Copy.
This minigame is only ever as interesting as the people playing it, so get creative. Point the Joy-Con up, down, left, or right. Follow the female announcer's instructions and do the opposite of what the male announcer says. A
That sounds
classic
tricky.
dance battle. You'll be judged on energy, rhythm, and your ability to stop when the music cuts out. The results are consistent and the ratings fair. Open your mouth and position the Joy-Con uncomfortably in front of it. Try to open and close your mouth as fast as possible when you hear the word go. While not particularly enjoyable to play, this game is utterly hilarious to watch. Rotate the Joy-Con and feel for a vibration to decipher the combination to a safe. Channel your inner jewelry thief. Keep a perpetually shrinking plate spinning while trying to prevent your opponent from doing the same. This game looks silly at first glance, but has the greatest potential to become extremely competitive. It's a walk-off. Swing your hips and tear up the runway. Then go head-to-head in a pose-off finale. An excellent demonstration of the HT Rumble. Tilt the Joy-Con, feel the marbles, and guess how many balls are being simulated. Don't tilt too much though, as you'll only feel extra vibrations. Wind up your wand and thrust your Joy-Con at your opponent. Though opaque at first, Wizard gets better the more you play it, as the counter system is responsive and consistent. Exclaim Harry Potter quotes to enhance the experience. Play
they
ping
did.
pong using sound only. The timing is intuitive, and holding down either trigger will execute a different kind of shot. A surefire hit at any party. Play hot potato using an imaginary bottle of soda.
Okay.
That seems
Throw
pretty
a
cool.
series of punches corresponding to the announcer's instructions. The player who throws the right punch takes the point, and the bout ends in a flurry of blows. Pick up the Joy-Con and rotate it without tilting, shaking, or moving it too much. Deceptively simple. Most players will develop an advanced strategy after only 1 or 2 attempts. Use the Joy-Con as an analog for a treasure chest tangled in a chain.
That
The
looks
first
fun.
player
That
to
does look
remove
fun.
The chain wins. Treasure chest makes great use of the screen, which is easily the most underutilized element in 1-2 Switch.
Yeah.
Be the first to shoot your opponent after the announcer says fire. Not fur, not fromage, not file, but fire. Milk a virtual cow.
Oh my God.
Fits of laughter when 3 bad strokes are punctuated by a furious outpouring of milk on the 4th. Simply shoot your opponent as soon as you hear the word fire. This is a pure and frantic test of speed. An instant replay featuring reaction time, angle, and high scores provide clarity on what exactly happened. That was our list, but we want to know
God,
which
that's so
are
fucking
your favorite
weird.
or
That does look
least
dumb.
favorite 1-2
Ish.
Switch games. Let us know in the comments, and for all things Nintendo Switch, keep it right here on IGN.
Mello, are you getting 1-2 Switch?
Like for like $5.
Like after you've seen that, are you going to go out and spend $39.99 on 1-2 Switch?
That's $40?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it is.
No, I'm not buying it. No, fuck
Let
that.
me confirm that. Hang on.
We gotta see how much it costs.
Hang on.
Why would anybody pay $40 for 28 mini games? And like, one, you have to be quiet. Like, why?
I'm gonna check the eShop right now and make sure that it actually is $40.
Safe Crack looks good. Quick Draw looks good. The other fake draw looks good. The Pirate Treasure Chest one looks good. The Hot Potato Champagne bottle looks good.
All right, recent releases. Loading.
God, Mo.
1-2 Switch is $49.99. It's actually $50.
That's 50. No. That's no. Not
That
happening.
is a no for me too.
Why would anyone pay $50?
Yeah, it's $49.99.
Fuck.
It does look kind of fun though.
Some of the mini games do, sure.
But if I wanted to play a game with somebody else, I would just buy Snipper Clips for $20. You know what I mean?
Shut up, Derek.
God, he's finally quiet. No.
It's another joke. Okay, so this is Shovel Knight, the first 10 minutes of the Spectre of Torment on Nintendo Switch. So throughout the game, there's been different. Like, this is one of the bosses you fight. I think it's been like 3 years since I played it, and like you got to play as the Plague Knight, and you get to play as the Spectre Knight now. And so I'm guessing they're going to keep releasing like stories of all the different knights on their own, which is really cool.
I really like the aesthetic of this game.
Oh yeah, like the 1980s
Yeah.
graphics. That's what they aim for, man. And they got it. So like they do include like stories and all this, which is really good. So, yeah, pretty much it looks exactly the same as Shovel Knight. Even gameplay-wise.
This is incredibly retro.
Yeah, it is. Shovel Knight was incredibly retro. He can just walk directly up walls, too, but then again, he is a Spectre. But like, I wonder how long these developers are going to ride on the Shovel Knight name.
I don't know. Depends on, as long as people will buy nostalgia.
Yeah, that is true. But like they did make this game the kind of for the speedrunning community, which I don't think many people did though. I think like they found the best time possible and everybody just stopped playing it. It's not like Ocarina of Time where people are still trying, you know?
Yeah, 17 minutes, bub. Sub 1732 is possible.
Well, yeah.
Uh-oh.
This is just like a little, like,
Max,
nuisance
it's not
in
like
the
this
map.
game is successful purely because of its nostalgia aesthetic. It's an incredibly good game.
Yeah, the game is good.
I've not played it, and I would agree that it's likely an incredibly good game.
I mean, look how many spin-offs they've made of it so far. You'd like it. It's in my Steam library, so
Yeah, I've thought about playing it a couple times, actually.
you need to. I mean, you won't for the next couple of months, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna head up Zelda's ass.
Yep.
What I mean by that comment, though, Max, is, he's just trying to sleep. Leave him alone, you bully. Talking about the dragon earlier. I mean, what I mean by that comment, Max, is that a lot of developers have tried to write off nostalgia and failed, but this game's very clearly succeeded.
Yeah, and let's hope Yooka-Laylee doesn't.
Yeah. It's a certain type of nostalgia.
Yeah. Well, they're not really playing on nostalgia. They're playing on gameplay mechanics, limitations, and gameplay style of the 1980s. You know, that's
Which
really
was a
what
good
they're playing
time,
on
you know.
here. Okay, anyway, let's go on to the next video.
Oh, Jesus.
Graphics comparison. We do have one person in here playing on the Wii. No, two people in here. Max and Austin playing on the Wii U.
Yeah.
And you and I are playing on the Switch. Zelda Part 6. I don't get it. There's not much difference in the Resurrection Chamber.
It's only the resolution that's the difference.
Really?
Yeah. And the draw distance. Zelda
There's a
Part
lot of
6.
fog in the game, and I really don't like that.
I see a lot of fog, but if we're playing on the Wii U version, we'd see a lot more fog.
Yeah.
Also,
okay.
Derek, we're playing on the Wii U.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you and I are the only two playing it on the Switch.
Yeah, it would seem that way.
I really like the aesthetic of this game,
I do
character
too.
design wise.
Yeah, I like the world aesthetic as well. I like how
Yeah.
diverse it is.
Diverse as in different colored mountains?
No, diverse as in different landscapes in general.
I mean, just so different colored mountains.
Yeah, they're fuck you, Melon.
You're
You're enjoying it. Stop being a cock.
Yeah, but there's too many goddamn mountains.
Hopefully you do, Derek.
Hopefully. So like say you and I get Mario Kart rip off.
Mario Kart RIP.
Yeah, Mario Kart rip off. Will we be able to like link up our Switches and play together, like right there next to each other?
Yeah, locally, yeah. There's no real distance except for the draw distance of the textures and the draw distance of the world.
Yeah, for real. Oh well, here's a good comparison right here.
And there's hardly a difference in the draw distance.
Yeah, really. I'd say a lot of it's colors and brightness.
Yeah. Things on the Wii U version seem to be dim a little bit, in my opinion.
Yeah, very much so.
And there's more clarity to the Switch version. And by clarity, I mean sharpness, I guess, would be the word. But those are just things.
Probably a little bit more anti-aliasing.
Yeah, those are things you would notice by getting a good long look at it. Yeah, see how the colors kind of fade when the Wii U. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we don't. Well, hopefully these are all at the same time of day.
It looks like it is.
Okay.
Damon here with IGN News. The long-awaited changes to Bastion were applied in Overwatch's latest patch this week, but it seems like everyone's favorite or least favorite battle robot is going to be changed again. Game director Jeff Kaplan took to the Battle.net forums yesterday to thank everyone for the feedback, even though the majority of it hasn't been great, and to let everyone know that more updates are in the works. He said, "We know Bastion is a big focus for everyone right now. We'll make some changes to Bastion and put them up on the PTR this morning. We'd love to hear your feedback about those changes when they go up. I don't have details right now because we're still making the changes." Kaplan went on to talk about the actual meta in competitive play versus the perceived meta, citing a fact from Season 3 in which the perceived meta was that Lucio and Ana were the only viable healers, when in fact Mercy was the 5th most picked hero in the entire game. He explained, "We cannot just magically make
Okay,
Bastion
anyway,
get picked more, so
Patch
the
is getting
stats-
changed again. This dude's really not telling us anything new.
Plot twist: Jeff Kaplan hates receiving feedback.
Mess with Jeff, prepare for death.
Mess with Jeff, prepare for death.
Okay.
Oh fuck! We just.
Here we go.
So here's the review.
1-2 Switch lacks depth. Its list of 28 minigames means it has variety, but most of those games don't have much long-lasting fun or replay value. 1-2 Switch's minigames will have you shooting cowboys, strumming an air guitar, cradling a baby to sleep, and more. And while not every activity is a hit, the game is still great fun in the right environment.
I did. Yeah.
He just got it.
God.
Like Wii Sports before it, 1-2-Switch is designed to show off the hardware it launches with. Minigames like Wizard, Sword Fight, and Runway attempt to show off the Joy-Con's impressive motion tracking.
Getting
by
what
wrapping them in
tattooed on your
quirky
body, Derek?
activities that are also easy to pick up and play on the move. While Wizard's TV-based mirroring of your real-life duel means it works well, many of the other motion
It just looks like they're trying to
especially
fist
table
each
tennis and
other.
baseball, suffer due to the lack
Wow,
of
man.
visual aid.
Way to keep it kid-friendly.
Two players is kind of tricky.
Well, I like
when
we're
there's no
kid-friendly.
physical or virtual ball to hit.
Wow. Wow.
Nice.
That looks boring
These
as
games
fuck.
rely on
It does.
timing
They look
and the
pretty
ability
bored.
to hear a ball coming your way, but the timing often seems random. Plus, parties don't tend to be the most quiet of environments, which is a bit of a problem for a party game. This lack of feedback leads to either a frustrating loss or a hollow win, meaning these minigames are often the ones relegated to the bottom of the pile. Far better are the ones that use the Joy-Con's motion to supplement the HD rumble and the TV screen. Safe Crack
That
and
looks
Joy-Con
fine.
rotation both use the Joy-Con's accelerometers and vibration to great effect, while also giving you helpful cues on screen. 1-2-Switch
How could
really
you
shines,
guys?
however, when it has you look away from the TV and into your opponent's eyes. Quick Draw, which tests who owns the quicker trigger finger, and Samurai Training, where one player has to predict
I
the
love
swing of their
Max
opponent's
sometimes.
sword.
He
and
just
both
says
activated
it's so
and
random.
These can still suffer in a noisy environment, but it's immediately more social and engaging to stare into your enemy's soul as you whack them on the head with a pretend sword.
God.
Locking eyes with an opponent, spaghetti western soundtrack blaring, hand hovering over your trusty Nintendo branded revolver, ears peeled for that fire command. You can cut the tension with a Joy-Con, and that makes it even funnier when you unintentionally hurl your controller across the room. That serves me right for ignoring the wrist straps. Eye contact is also key to a number of 1-2-Switch's more suggestive games. Many of the game's high points are centered around euphemisms of, shall we say, lewd acts. Milk sees you pull on the teats of a virtual cow. Eating contest involves holding a Joy-Con close to your face to eat a foot-long sub.
Damn!
And Soda Shake has you shaking an imaginary bottle of soda
Damn!
until it bursts, showering liquid around the virtual room. These minigames are all dressed up innocently enough, of course, but quite clearly designed to breed thoughts of a more X-rated nature. Some may call it vulgar.
They're putting
but seeing your
those
friends'
thoughts in
faces
my
as they
head.
realise the hand gestures they're making serves up some of the funniest moments 1-2-Switch has to offer. Unfortunately, even these highlights wear thin all too soon when playing with the same people. 1-2-Switch has considerable breadth in its variety of activities, but the lack of depth in those activities is reflected in its lasting appeal. Every new person I introduced to the game enjoyed their time with it, and seeing them play these games for the first time renewed my own buzz. But playing any one minigame more than a handful of times with the same people leads to that buzz fading rapidly. The dirtier games suffer most from this since they're a one-note joke. A funny one, but one note all the same. The only ones to survive the fading appeal are those that either have a high score component or a layer of strategy like Samurai Training or Fake Draw, which is identical to Quick Draw, but the announcer will fool you with red herrings like fruit or file.
God, they both got.
But even the high-scoring games
God
are a
on that
wasted
one.
opportunity. No leaderboards or Wii Sports style skill level trackers mean you only find out what the record for the quickest shot is when you break it, starving 1-2-Switch of any real meta competition element. Overall
anyone
then,
cares?
1-2-Switch feels a little like a wasted opportunity. Many of its minigames are duds that are too limited to be fun on their first attempt, let alone their 100th. And the remainder mostly don't have the depth to maintain a consistent enough high to warrant many playthroughs with the same crowd. There's no doubt 1-2-Switch should have been packed in with the Nintendo Switch, and the decision to sell it separately goes against every fibre of its DNA.
Yep. Yeah, I'm
And
offended.
Yet, at its best, 1-2-Switch delivers some hilarious moments. Seeing an uninitiated friend milk a cow, looking into your dad's eyes as you beat him to the trigger in Quick Draw, and making a fool of yourself strutting down Runway's catwalk
God,
is
that
all
was
amazing
awful.
fun, even if it is short-lived. Does it live up to Wii Sports? Not a chance. But
It
that
doesn't even
stop
live up to
1-2-Switch
Wii
being an
Sports.
enjoyable minigame collection. Just make sure you've got enough willing friends to maintain your own fading high.
Pose! Pose!
Was she a Switch representative or
Big
something?
finish.
Or she just have a shirt?
I don't know.
It got a 6 out of 10.
Fair.
It did worse than Wii Sports. That's saying something. So yeah, probably $5, and I'll get this game.
I'll give it 10 tops.
Nah. I wonder how many people are gonna bring it back to GameStop used.
Too many. Like, oh, you paid $50, we'll give you 5.
Okay, new Overwatch hero.
The world is a scary place. Even here, in Numbani, we needed something to protect us. Enter the OR-15 defense bots. They took the old Adina model from the Crisis and gave them a complete makeover. They kept us safe.
Max says Wii Sports was the shit. Don't ever talk about block that about my beloved game ever again. You play a lot of bowling, Max?
Robots didn't stand a chance. Everyone else gave up on you, but I saw what you could be. So
I'll talk shit
rebuilt
about
you,
what I want.
upgraded your programming, and gave you a heart.
New personality module installed.
You won't even leave the shelf, let's be real.
Yeah, you're right, Smitty.
OR15 online.
Oh yeah, this character has no recoil.
What?
It's broken. But to be fair, it has like a legit 3-second reload.
Orisa. I made you to be strong and brave. You still have a lot to learn. And you'll probably mess up sometimes.
Oh my god.
I've got my mom, my stepmom, and my grandmother have both got 300 in Wii Sports bowling. It's crazy.
Keep you safe. That is my primary function.
Does anybody else get the Big Hero 6 vibe?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, they all making that car.
It's
for
like,
real.
bro. Look at old Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Okay, here's some gameplay of her. No, she has no recoil. That's insane.
And she's hit scan.
Yep.
New meta 2017.
Her reload does legit take like 3 seconds.
You ever look how many fucking rounds she can fire before she has to?
Plus, she can lay down shields, do a mini graviton surge like Zarya does.
My name is Jeff. Yo ho, yo ho, yo ho, ho ho ho.
Oh my god.
I think we started the whole thing.
We might have. And the left shift, like that prevents her from being pushed by Reinhardt or knocked down by his ulti. You get what I'm saying?
Specifically, is she a new tank?
Yeah, she's a tank. I told you Doomfist would be a defense character. Like, there's only one new character left, and that's for defense.
Well,
or
it's
not hit scan.
Huh?
It's not hit scan. It's just very fast projectiles.
Oh. I see.
Her ulti is some kind of drum. I forgot what it does, though. Can somebody please inform us in chat what the drum does?
Yeah. Well, if you wait a second, she won't actually get it.
Well, maybe. But, you know, chat will be faster.
It would be faster.
And probably they'll be able to explain what the hell it's actually doing, too.
True.
So it has an alt fire that goes through shields like Symmetra's stuff does. There's Bastion up there.
Her alt damage boosts allies.
Okay. I know it can be destroyed. Like, it's something you have to place down on the map. God. Jesus, dude.
She's just marking on people right now.
But it only lasts for 10 seconds, really? That should be like a permanent thing. Yeah, it only lasts for 10 seconds. She's already got to recharge it. Okay. Alright. It is line of sight, but that's not really hard to manage. That's going to be insane for initiating.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it is. Hop on a point and pop it.
Yeah. Then all your teammates rush in and just absolutely destroy them.
Yep.
10 or 15 seconds, one of the two. And you can throw a deployable shield in front of you. God, okay. There's the reload. Yeah, it takes legit 3 seconds. That's a long reload time.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, just do what you want, Max. You don't have to pay attention to us, even though it's appreciated.
Stopping point in Zelda.
There is no stopping point.
No,
Stopping point is when you 100% it.
A stopping point is when you can't stay awake anymore because you just fucking can't, which happened to me the first night I got it.
I need to get a carrying case for my Switch.
I think I got the only Blue Sheik Island they had at GameStop, dude. Because they had very limited quantities of accessories. They didn't even have some of the shelf like display stuff they had.
Yeah.
I was going to get the pack that had a screen protector and all that in it.
Yeah.
But they didn't have it. All they had was this in blue and in black. I got to a mountain I need to climb, but I really can't be bothered, he says. Go around it. There's usually a path to get through it. Or you can climb it.
So yeah, there was that. What do you think about it?
That's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting.
Okay,
OP,
so the next
looks like.
Injustice character reveal.
You once brought
Which is Dr. Fate.
Now I bring justice.
Justice is
Which I don't even know who the fuck he is.
I have no fucking clue. Got combos for days though.
Yep. All the Injustice characters, like even though this is a Mortal Kombat, they all have like projectiles.
Yeah, I know.
But honestly, this guy's like a knockoff Doctor Strange, let's be honest. Yeah, and as I was saying, that Max typed it. Uh-oh, this is ultimate. Okay. That's a character.
That is a character. Not that I've ever fucking heard of him before.
No.
Apparently he came before Doctor Strange though.
Okay, so if you get some of the Breath of the Wild amiibos like I have, this is what you get. I'm going to skip this because pretty much you get just random chests with random stuff in it. But if you have the Smash Link, you get a horse.
Really? Because I have a Smash Link, I just don't know where the fuck he's at.
Or no, it might be Ocarina Link. No,
It
no,
is.
it's Smash Link. It's Smash Link. Let me skip ahead a little bit. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, I could. That looks like Epona.
That's what I was thinking.
That looks just like Epona.
Yep, but that's it for that. Next video. System Shock remake gameplay
Is
trailer.
that the only way to get Epona? Damn.
Maybe.
I'm gonna have to go find my amiibo.
Look at you.
I got a bunch of them. So you gonna get System Shock? I think I am.
It's a possibility, man. It really is. But I've never played the original System Shock 1 and 2. But I've always wanted to experience the game.
Humans into virulent sculptures.
Derek's so hyped for this.
My eyes are everywhere.
I never played any of the System Shock games.
Me either, but this is looking fresh, dude.
It is. It's reminding me a lot of Soma.
I mean, System Shock has systems that go way deep. I don't know, man. You figured that I would. I've never played System Shock. I know that.
What does MPW mean? I have no idea what MPW stands for.
Max says I'll buy it for you.
Yeah.
I can get a hold of it, but like I've never actually played it, and I knew that they were remastering or making a remake of it.
Derek, how about you stream it? We'll probably get more viewers than we ever will. God, how many fucking hits does it take to kill someone? That is fucking creepy. Oh, now. Okay, now. Okay, I get it, Derek. I get it. I get it, Derek. This looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
Oh shit, you can freeze them. Damn.
That's brutal.
You think you
Created me? But I was always here.
Damn.
That's brutally.
Like, I know it's about an AI that goes crazy. That's about the extent of my knowledge for System Shock.
Derek says this game was so good, it really had the first major plot twist I can remember from a game.
Okay, here's something I'm really excited about.
Farewell and adieu.
The new Sticks game?
Yep, it's co-op.
I'm assuming I should play the first one and not the second one. I
Added
guess.
cleaning power.
Have you heard
Talking
about
about
the
System
Silken
Shock.
Goblin?
Oh, okay.
My name is Sticks.
This is co-op?
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh, sorry. That's awesome.
So yeah, they just announced this along with the
Waiting for
release
Tarzan
date.
yell? Forget about it.
Which it looks really good. I can't wait to fucking play it. It's gonna be better than Breath of the Wild.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you.
I will give System Shock 2 a play.
You mean System Shock Remastered?
I mean 2. I'm gonna play the second one, and then I'm gonna play the new one.
Oh, okay.
Apparently it's still in pre-alpha, so we got a while.
Oh yeah, we definitely got a while if it's in pre-alpha.
It's a trap. To infinity and beyond.
I love this game, these guys. It's amazing. Rakash. That's what you call clones in the game. That's what you refer to your clones as.
A cave troll. They have a cave troll. Are you fucking kidding me?
I love it.
Shit. Fuck.
March 14th. That's in 10 days.
Goddamn, March is lit.
I know, March is fucking goddamn. Okay, Mo, time for post show.
I'll take us there. Alrighty. Welcome to the last ever Press Start post show.
Yeah. It'll be
the side quest post show from now on.
Yep. Yeah, it will. Which we got to update banner art and all that stuff.
Yeah, I gotta update everything. It's gonna take me a while. So there's a couple things we wanted to talk about.
What was the thing you wanted to talk about?
I don't remember.
I remember mine. I can't remember yours.
Chat, help me out when I say.
Was it hardware?
No. Oh fuck.
Do you not remember?
I really don't remember at all. Not even in the slightest.
We should write things down.
We should.
Okay, anyway, the thing I wanted to talk to you about was, do you think the third-party support for the Switch is going to be good?
Yeah, there are signs that the indie support in particular is going to be very good. Third-party support should be pretty good. I don't see... Why do you figure?
Okay, so the problem I see, like, we have a list of launch titles, or not launch titles, just of games that we're going to get within the first year of the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
A lot of these games are from indie devs you can get on the Xbox One, the PS4, and PC.
Yeah.
So what's the point of getting a Switch?
Zelda?
I mean, but do you see what
no,
I'm
realistically,
okay.
Realistically, the reason you would get a Switch and these games for the Switch is so you can play them anywhere you go.
Okay, that's a good selling point.
The portability is really one of the biggest key factors of it. We're not taking into account. We're looking at it as a home console primarily because that's the way we're using it. Mm-hmm. But after taking it with me on the go, like, you don't understand how magical it feels to be able to play a game that looks as good as Breath of the Wild on a screen this big, on a device this big on the go, and then to come home, set it down, and boom, I'm playing a AAA title wherever I am. Period.
Okay, so my biggest problem with their third-party game system that they got going on,
Yeah.
is the fact that you can get a lot of these games anywhere on other consoles. Okay.
Yeah.
And another problem is me and also we're talking about this. One of their biggest downfalls is that we're not seeing any Metroid games. Like we didn't see a Metroid game on the Wii U. We didn't see a new Zelda game on the Wii U either. So it seems to me like these third-party games don't fucking matter, because what's the point of you buy a console for the exclusives? Okay, if the console doesn't have many exclusives, it might as well just fuck off.
Here's the way I'm looking at it personally: is the third-party games and the indie games are going to be the cannon fodder. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And the exclusives that are going to that are coming down the line are like the main dish. It's like the steak. Everything else is the peas and potatoes, but the steak is Zelda, Mario, Metroid. The reason you would buy a Nintendo console.
Okay, I understand that, but you're just saying Zelda, Mario, Metroid.
Mario Kart, Mario Party.
Okay, so there's Mario. Okay. First of all, we don't even know if we're going to get a Mario Kart on this system. We're getting the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
We probably won't. Not for the next 2 years.
What I'm saying is we don't know if we're going to get a Mario Kart on this because we didn't get a Zelda on the Wii U at all.
Well,
you see where I'm coming from
the
here?
Switch came out, yeah. I see where you're coming from. But the issue we're having here is the Wii U was a failure on many levels, I'll say it. And the reason being was because of the exclusives and its marketing. The Wii didn't really have this problem.
No, because the motion controls blew everyone's minds away.
But like even in the exclusives department, they had some exclusives. We had Skyward Sword. We had Metroid Other M, I believe, was on the Wii, which wasn't a good game, but it was an exclusive. It's debatably bad. There was a Mario Kart. There was Mario Party. There's more than one Mario Party. We had all that there. We had all that on the GameCube. We had it on the Super Nintendo. We had it on Nintendo. What we didn't have it on was the fucking Wii U. It was bad. We had a Mario Kart. We had a Mario Party. We had a Zelda and a Mario. Actually, we hardly had a Mario on the Wii U. We had the 3D new Super Mario 3D World Wii or what the fuck ever. We didn't have a mainline 3D Mario game, the likes of which we're getting now with Odyssey.
Yeah.
But the issue is in the Wii U, for some fucking reason, either F-Zero when Nintendo, we need it bad. F-Zero and Metroid would do it. But the issue is that none of that happened for the Wii U. We didn't get a Zelda. We got some remasters, which led up to a great Zelda in the end. But because they learned from them. We got some remasters, and we got a shitty Mario Party.
That was a terrible Mario Party.
It was. We got a Mario Kart was really good, but that's really all there was, dude. There's Splatoon as well.
But you get what I'm saying is that...
Is this going to happen again? Hopefully not.
Hopefully not, but there's a chance. Because we have an entire console, okay? We have an entire console that missed a Legend of Zelda. Because I'm not counting Legend of Zelda. I'm not counting Breath of the Wild for the Wii U because we got a new console now.
Well, here's the thing: is
I'm not counting it personally.
It's possible, but it's very unlikely because that's the only time that's happened, and I'm pretty sure they learned from it because sales went for the Wii U.
But what I'm saying is like we don't know, like another thing is like how many exclusives does Nintendo really have anymore? And where I'm getting that is with when Sony back in PlayStation 2 days, they would license out like Insomniac or whatever to make the Ratchet and Clank games. Those are third-party developers who slowly became first-party developers.
Yeah.
And it seems that Nintendo's not worried about doing that.
They're just worried about the good third-party developers being on board with their stuff.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They're not getting... What I'm saying is that these games you can literally get on any other console. They don't have no third-party developers that are developing a unique indie game on the Switch itself.
True. That is true. But
that's a problem because...
But in my opinion, the fact that this time around they even have third-party support good third-party support is great. This time around, the fact that they're
Define
acknowledging
good third-party support.
Bethesda's on board with them. If
Okay.
Bethesda's on board, everybody else is going to. Bethesda's like the cool kid in the schoolyard.
Okay, I understand Bethesda's on board with this. We got Skyrim on the go. Skyrim's been out for 6 fucking years.
Yeah, I
Who
don't fucking care
cares?
about Skyrim.
Who cares? Okay, Fallout 4 on the Switch, sure. It's only been out for like 2 years. It's fine. That's a good argument. And then possibly future Bethesda titles, but we don't know yet. I mean, we're getting Minecraft on the Switch. Are you looking it up?
I'm looking to see who all is supporting the Switch.
Okay, let's see here.
Because there was a list. I remember seeing it. Aha, I found it. Okay, 505, Activision, Atlas, From Software.
From Software.
Yeah, EA. I'm trying to look at something.
Okay,
Bethesda, Capcom. I'm not even remotely done. Square Enix. Of course, they got Sega because they own Sega. Cryware. Unity. Havoc. There's a whole lot more. Autodesk. Telltale.
Okay.
Take-Two Interactive.
But you're missing what I'm saying. You're missing what I'm saying. These developers are developing for other consoles too.
Yeah, but maybe we don't know.
Okay.
We don't know that if they're specifically. Yeah, that's true. But we don't know if they specifically have been commissioned by Nintendo to make something specific for Nintendo products.
No, they won't.
We don't know that for a fact though, because I'm reading a quote right here from Nintendo that says the Switch will have much better third-party support.
There should be a white light somewhere. Like there should be on the ground. There should be a little sunbeam or something. You stand in it and then you hit A.
Oh, the recall.
The memory, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I feel confident that they may not requisition individual third-party, companies and say, hey, you need to make a first-party game for us, essentially. We need to make it exclusive for us. They may not do that.
What they need to do to get sales.
Maybe they don't. Maybe they do. I feel like what they need to do to get sales is make a new Metroid, make a new F-Zero, make a good Mario, and keep supporting Breath of the Wild sales. Got my
They're only
money.
going to support Breath of the Wild for 1 year.
We don't know that. They said we know for a fact they're supporting it for at least 1 year. We don't know if they go beyond that. They've never went on record.
You're holding on to whatever you fucking can.
They've never went on record saying they've only supported it for 1 year. While they may support it for 1 year, at the end of the year, we're getting a whole new story, a whole new dungeon. And you know how fucking tedious those dungeons are.
Dude, these dungeons, believe it or not, have been fairly easy.
The elephant one hurt me for a minute there.
Yeah, it did for me
Didn't
too.
know.
I had to look it up.
I did too for a second. And I read one part, I was like, oh. And then I just shut it off, and then everything came to from there.
Yeah.
They're fun, though. They're challenging. They are challenging.
Challenging,
To me, it's challenging. Going into it, that was the first dungeon I went to, was the elephant dungeon.
Have you done the Gerudo dungeon?
No.
Okay.
The only dungeon I've been to is the elephant dungeon. I still have yet to beat the boss. Ruta, yeah. That's the first dungeon I've went to. It's the only dungeon I fucked with. And for me, it was challenging because I did not know a goddamn thing about it.
No, but now, since you know the trick,
yeah,
you can go all the other dungeons and easily solve it.
Hopefully it's not too easy. But if it is, it's okay, because the rest of the game is goddamn difficult.
Yeah, that is true. Maybe the dungeons are the easy part this time around.
The shrines, some of them get pretty complex, man.
Dude, have you been to a test of major strength?
I've been to a test of minor strength and a test of strength, but not a test of major strength.
Oh my god. I did a test of minor strength. It hurt me pretty bad, then I finally beat it, and I went straight to one that said major strength. I'm like, nope, out. I
beat minor strength relatively easily. Test of strength took a minute. It was a much longer fight than the minor strength was.
Yeah.
But where's that one located?
Do you really want me to tell you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Bottom right.
Of the whole map?
Yeah, the whole map. There's a little island. You have to go up to one shrine, and then use your paraglider all the way down to it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the major strength one. But did the shrines get repetitive to you?
No, because there's always some kind of. I mean, except for the combat-oriented ones, which
Yeah,
I'm fine with those because I'm always down. I'm always down for decent combat.
Yeah, not the big islands, the small one.
The puzzle shrines, which are most of them, They're fine because usually they bring out some freshness to it.
Pro tip: there's a shrine that requires you to navigate a ball through the maze. Flip
You can
your
flip it
controllers
upside down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it makes it 10 times easier.
I did that
Holy
earlier
fuck.
today. But then it's stuff like that that makes the shrines interesting. Like, hey, you can flip your controller upside down and circumvent the entire part of this puzzle.
Yeah, but
which is
then
cool.
there's I tried to do that on another shrine and it said nope.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
There's a shrine. I forget what it's called. But there's a boulder that you have to get down a waterfall. And you have to use the what's it called? The ice blocks, man.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Cryonis. Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. And yeah, that was pretty tricky. It took me a good nearly 10 minutes to realize, and it's a very simple solution, Cryonis. It's a very simple solution, but it took me a minute to arrive at it. You know what I mean?
Have you seen those lightning serpents?
Lightning serpent. Do you mean the Lizalfos?
No.
No, I don't.
There's one in Faron Woods.
No,
and there's one above Lake Hylia.
I have no clue what you're talking about then. I just arrived at Lake Hylia.
Prepare to get fucked.
No, I know there's Lizalfos with the lightning horns.
No, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I've seen two as well, Austin.
I've not seen one. I've just got to Faron Woods.
You fucking wait. You fucking wait. I don't even know if you can kill him.
There's a character that talks about a fairy fountain in Faron Woods.
Yeah, that was the third. That's where the third one is. Faron Woods.
I've only found the one past Kakariko. There's a side quest attached
There's
to it.
another one. I forgot. It's I think in the northwest part of the world.
I'm assuming there's one in every corner of the world, probably.
No, there's a total of 3, isn't there? Because that's how many there were in Ocarina. 3 fairy fountains.
No, there's more than 3.
Oh, there were?
Fairly certain.
No. I mean like fairies that can give you upgrades.
Yeah, there was more than 3.
Oh, really?
There was Magic Parks, Magic Meter Extended, Den's Fire, Neru's Love, Ferrari's Wind, and then there was one that powered up your defense and put the white lines around your hearts. And then there was another one.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
I did not know that. I thought there was only 3.
No, there's like 5 or 6.
Okay, so I guess there's going to be that many in this game.
Yeah, there's 4.
Right now I'm right outside.
I don't know why I said 5 or 6. There's 4.
Right now I'm right outside. I'm trying to get to the Death Mountain Tower.
Well, 5 if you count the Magic Meter upgrade. Damn, I don't remember.
You count any of the big fairies that power you up.
Then there's like 4.
Okay, but yeah, I'm trying to get into like pretty much what I'm doing is I'm going to beat all the dungeons and leave the bosses until I get powered up more.
That's not a bad idea, but I'm thinking I'm going to try.
Did you beat the boss in Ruta?
No.
God.
No.
At least I'm not the only one.
I got very close though. Like I got so close that whenever I died, I shouted and went straight to bed. Had him down to this much health, just a sliver, and I was like, "Oh yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah!" Forgot I didn't have a fairy. Ran recklessly into an attack, recklessly. I was like, this fairy's just going to revive me, you know, and I'm just going to straight start slugging, dude. Forgot I'd already used it. Already died once. Forgot about it.
God.
Ran up to him with a staff. Nah, it didn't last very long. It was upsetting.
How many times have you been killed by guardians?
I've not been killed by a guardian once. I've been knocked out of the sky by it. Somehow it didn't. It like hit the paraglider, but it didn't hit me. It knocked me out of the sky, but I didn't die. Every time I see one, I'm like, nope.
Believe it or not, this game's for Dark Souls fans.
It is. It's hard, dude.
It's like you cannot go anywhere without being in danger.
You're like, oh, I'll just go over here. This seems like a place where you start out. Should be easy. Nope.
I know that was I couldn't figure out where I should go first
because everything was so difficult.
Yeah.
Until I came to the realization that it's all this way. It's all this difficult. Never
like the whole run to Zora's domain. I didn't fight anything.
Oh, I did. I try to conserve the stuff though, but
dude, I don't like the weapon degradation system. I fucking hate it.
Well, I am indifferent about it in the following way. I'm okay with it because, Hang on, I'm okay with it, and I'm not okay with it. So just bear with me. I'm okay with it because I'm always finding something new. I'm not okay with it because, god damn it, why, when I'm in the middle of doing something very important, does this have to happen?
Yeah, this shit have to break on you.
And there's no way to repair it.
No, there's not.
There's not, and that bothers me a lot.
That's retarded. Like, I hate it. I really do hate it.
But at the same time, like I said, I'm okay with it because, sure, we'll find stuff. We'll find a whole bunch of weapons. They'll all be cool. And now, what I would like more than anything is a place to store weapons you don't need. That way, I always can go store food you don't need. Store.
I like a cookbook.
Yeah, I know you like a cookbook. I want a place to store my fucking inventory so that when I run out of swords, I can be like, well.
Yeah, you gotta talk to Impa. You have to. She'll send you on your first memory quest.
Yeah.
And then, like, that unlocks all the memories for you to do. So you have to do that at least once.
Yeah, you have to do at least one of them. Then you can go back and talk to her, and she'll tell you a story, I think.
Yeah, she'll tell you a story, which is very, you know, it's a thing of lore, so you have to pay attention. But that unlocks the memories.
Oh, apparently, based on that lore, the events of Breath of the Wild.
Wait, don't spoil anything.
I'm not. The events of the Breath of the Wild were meant to happen a long time ago, it seemed.
Yeah.
Like, way longer in Hyrule's history has this been a thing. That's the only thing I'll say. It's cool, though. Like, how it's all connected and weaved in. Went to Lanayru Gate for no reason. That is tough. Climb a tower while you're there, if you haven't already. Or
yeah, for real.
Or find a shrine near that memory. So that way you can fast travel.
There's one shrine that's literally right next to a memory. But that's a main quest too, so you have to find all of those at some point.
Yeah, I love how the very first.
Now I've noticed, like, sorry to interrupt, but I've noticed like Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess, they both had like these objectives that once you completed, you were given another huge objective. Do you think that'll be like the case for Breath of the Wild?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, in Ocarina of Time, you had to get the 3 soul stones or whatever it was to unlock the Temple of Time to get the Master Sword.
And once we complete all 4 dungeons, I absolutely believe that there may be one more preparatory, if that's even a word, task, and that would be it. Because in Ocarina of Time, once you get all 7 sages, it's over. You go straight to the dungeon.
Yeah, but you gotta get the stones first.
Yeah.
And then in Twilight Princess, you have to go to all the dungeon. You go. Let's see, what was that? You go to the dungeons.
Faron Woods, Elden Volcano, and Lanayru.
Yeah. What the fuck do you get there? I forgot.
You get the Fuse Shadow, and then you got to get the mirror pieces.
Yeah, you get the Fuse Shadow, then you go to the place, and they're like, oh shit, now you gotta get mirror pieces. Like, that was fucking annoying.
I don't think there'll be a twist like that in Breath of the Wild. I don't believe there will, but if there is, I'm gonna be okay with it because I want more out of that game. Because I feel like
get a lot. There's 900 Koroks.
Dude, I don't want to spend my whole time finding Korok seeds. So, dude, that's my main quest is now to gather all 900 Korok seeds. Does not sound like something a Zelda fan should say. unless you're done with the game, you know. I'm just gonna find all this because now I've seen everything else. Let's do it, and you'll discover more shit along the way. But like, considering as soon as you get off the plateau, annihilate Ganon is your first objective, and it just hangs there. You could skip. You could skip the dungeons if you wanted. But what I'm assuming is having all 4 of the dungeons beat makes that objective easier. Every main story objective you complete will make the main overall objective easier, from what I'm understanding.
I wonder if there's anybody who's going to speedrun it and just run straight from the Great Plateau straight to Ganon.
They'll find the way off the plateau without completing all 4 shrines, and they'll go straight to Ganon. And beat him with a stick.
But this game's really making me want to play Wind Waker.
Really?
See, I've never played it.
Really? That's a good one. It is a pretty good one. But I'm going to hop off here and go to Pizza Hut with my Switch.
I guess, you fucking plebeian. So remember, everyone, this is the last show on this Twitch channel. If you haven't already, click that link and follow. I'm pretty sure you guys have already, but I'm just going to make sure, and that way it'll show up on the podcast. Anyway, click that link. That's where we will be at from here on in. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your grandma.
Tell those kids at GameStop.
Yeah, tell those kids at GameStop.
Yeah, they almost said fucking faggots in your stop.
Yeah. I was going to say it, but you said it. So yeah, tell those faggots at GameStop.
Don't get fucking mugged. I won't. I won't.
But anyway, everyone, I've been Mello.
And I've been Mo, and thank you. Thank you.
For watching the last episode of the Press Start podcast.
Thank you so kindly for all the time you spent with us as Press Start.
And then next time it will be side quest.
And after that, we'll promise we're done. Anyway, next time we're on a completely different show.